Hello, folks. What is up? Simple Gaming here, actually on time today with the stream, preparing the windows, gathering together all of the resources. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Oh, wait, yeah, we did. I'm just blind, apparently. I didn't think I had horde bolted, but it definitely is. All right, we already have our day 4 schedule. What, dog? You went out already? Why? Come on up on the bed. Go right up there. Go right up on there. On the bed. We're taking a nap. Oh, she already wants the peanut butter. Stop it. No peanut butter today. No, she's mad at me now. Maybe later. All right. First, Protoss versus Good Animals. We have a lot of 0 and, well, actually, we have 2 0 and 3 matches matched up, or I should say 2 0 and 3 heroes matched up together twice. The Good Animals versus the Protoss, Good Animals, and the Overwatch versus the Bad Animals. So we'll have a couple finally getting their first wins. It's bound to happen since everybody plays each other at least once. So, and then of course, at the other end of things, we have 2 3-0s together, and one of them will be having their first loss. I think I'm on the wrong. Hey, I'm certainly on the wrong account, but that's okay. Actually, that I'm just gonna leave it here because it really completely doesn't matter because we're just doing custom matches. No, wait, actually, just in case it does for some reason. Actually, match history, I don't think it will matter that much, but match history is at least one thing that is on the other, will be on the other account, and we ought to probably keep it going that way. Okay, well, I was on time. I'm still kind of on time. Oh yeah, I am still on time. Not 8 a.m. yet. By my count. By my count of the seconds of the day. All right. So yeah, we're going to start off with these 0 and 3 matchups. Pretty much moves from the low ranks to the mid ranks to the high rank matches. Again, all inter-conference. Bring that up for a second, since I don't really show it this time yet. Here's our conferences. I don't really show this that often, actually, now that I think about it. I'll leave it up during the break, though, so people can sort of get on it. Actually, now that I think about it, we have to do some reserve things. So Anna and Mai. I know Anna or Anna is she is free, but I'm not high enough level yet. Wow, I didn't do a whole lot on my hero stream. Yeah, I guess I only played it well, except during times, but I only did the quests, and I've only been leveling Jaina, so we don't have that many player levels. Anywho, Anna is here. There she is. She's definitely a healer. Mai is newer. Oh, she's the second newest, maybe. Wow, Auger's the newest-ish, maybe. Hard to tell because of free champions, but Mai is a tank. Okay, so what is Diva? Is Diva technically a tank, or is she like a bruiser or something? Where is Diva? There you are. She is a bruiser. Okay. In that case, what if we take out Zarya and Lucio for Ana and Mai? Anna and Mai. Heal for heal, tank for support. Then they'll have two assassins and a bruiser. It's either Lucio's coming out for Ana for sure. I would say it would round the team out better to take out Zarya, but Diva is much newer, and so kind of want to give the Zarya the seniority. And so I think I'm going to go with this. I think my reasoning is sound. And next would be, let's just do the ones that are playing right now. Oh, well, they're not playing now, so we'll do all these. Well, we'll just do all of them because it's just the 0 and 3s that we're thinking about. Protoss. Phoenix. Who is he? He's probably an assassin, right? He was newer than. There he is. He's an assassin, yeah. Alright. Again, seniority and probably would work out, maybe. Tassadar is another ranged assassin. So they do at least have two ranged assassins. If I take Proteus out for Phoenix, they'll still have two melee, and then Artanis for their quote-unquote tank. Where is Artanis? He's down here somewhere, right? He has to be. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Guy with Protoss face. Although there are a lot of crazy faces, I guess. Is he really this high up? Ah. Artanis. He's not free right now. There he is. Bruiser, yeah, I thought so. No hype. I think it's going to be Proteus for Phoenix. And the bad animals don't have any, and the good animals don't have any. So we're done. That's it. And then first is that one of those teams with reserves will be playing in both of these first two matches. So first is Protoss and Good Animals. So we will see that Phoenix. And now custom. And we need to roll on. Old injuries kicking in early in the bottom of the neck, near the right shoulder area, like nerve pain or something. I don't even know. All right, where are you? There you are, random UX. Why are these things open on my phone? All right, and we roll a 15 out of 16. Dragon Shire. We put the Shire. We've got the Shire. First we have, scroll over for Protoss, Tassadar, Zeratul, Artanis, Alarak, and Phoenix. Against they're against the good animals, right? Yeah. Lily, Brightwing, Jen, Lunara, and Ural. Ural? I don't know how that's pronounced, so. IRL. IRL. Alright, Dragonshire, game 1. Protoss versus the good animals. Let's go. Someone has to pick up their first win. Switch my windows before that's too late. Alright. Hard to say which of these two teams is in the tougher division at the moment, but they both seem pretty tough. The Zerg and the Dominion are they both 2-1 now? I think, and 1-2 for the Alliance, which is in the Good Animals division, and the Warcraft protagonists, but Alliance was also the runner-up in the that tournament, inaugural tournament that I did just before I decided to do this season. Well, that doesn't sound good. There we go. This is the remix version. Yeah, what's up with this loading? There we go. But the best team in their division right now is 3-0 Night Elves. And they will be facing the Zerg, I believe, then. Really cool Tassadar skin. Phoenix, I think that's a pretty cool skin too. Oh yeah, that's definitely cool. Decent Zeratul. Pretty cool Alarak. It's gonna be tough. We got like Autumn Lunara. We got a relatively regular Lily skin. One of the more OG ones. Is that that's a cool Ural skin. She looks like I almost thought she was Illidan for a second with one of his like mech skins or something. Lily. Unload here early. I'm gonna turn this down a bunch. That still seems super loud. Hold on. No, it's probably alright. Lunara takes out Tassadar. First blood to the good animals. Okay, so surely this is gonna require more team fighting than the past maps did, right? I think all the other maps could have almost been won with good push, and probably were in most cases. So we could see some upsets, maybe. Although, again, it's going to be mostly teams that haven't played and are around the same record. Tassadar there, a little bit of revenge, taking up right wing. Phoenix quick to the tower for the Protoss. Alarak fending off Euro at the top for both towers there, and shrines, I mean. And nope, right wing is going to teleport up to Euro. Alarak's going to run off. Now, now it looks like the good animals may have a chance here. Panda Power down the bottom shrine, taking on the Artanis. Now Tastar and Phoenix showing up doesn't look too great for them. Wow, nice damn note. Lily goes down. Tastar, though, is going to follow. Euro also, I thought she was Chen, apparently. She died. Chen is mid. Lunar, though, winning this, but not knowing what, I don't know what's happening. She keeps jumping off of the thing, so she's pretty stupid. I don't know what's happening there. There you go. Maybe she's just, there you go. Nope, she still doesn't care about the shrine. Lilian, nope. Wow. Amazing Protoss getting that, because Lunar, it was like all messed up. Stupid jumping deer thing. Well, you would imagine that the Protoss, being like super intelligent aliens, would be more intelligent than humanoid animals, but this is the Blizzard universe. So, Dragonite jumping into tower, doing not a whole lot. Some low health bars for the good animals. Ooh, a bit lower after Tassadar's laser beam. Tasso slow though. Zeratul had to tap himself. And yeah, not a whole lot doing. So maybe it will come down to push, because the objective just won't be utilized very well. So it's wise to make it null. Man push here for the good animals, almost taking out Tassadar and Phoenix, but they've survived. Now Arcanis and Zeratul Alarak here to make the 3v3 with what's left of the good animal team. Euro top, Lunara bottom, Alarak staying way too long in that double heal plus Chen combo. Like assassin right wing. About a whole level, they got the talent advantage, had it for a moment at least, now it's gone. About a level advantage still, though, on the side of the good animals, that is. One less kill. Everything is pretty much still normal for now. This second Dragonite, I mean, it should change something, I'm sure. Got a camp pushing bottom with Chen. See how far that goes. Looks like everybody from Protoss is mid except for Alarak. Tassadar low again, Zeratul low again, Phoenix taking tons of damage from Lunara. Wow, they're really putting out the deeps on this Protoss team, which doesn't have any heals. Let's remember that. No heals versus 2 heals, that could prove a lot. No heals plus no heals or tank, plus 2 heals and a tank. Artanis is probably about as bruisery as Euro is, right? As tanky, I should say. And then there's Chen, who's going to out-tank everybody. Yeah, Protoss just does not have the heroes necessary for a nice team comp. So what can you do? They'll just be at the bottom of the league the whole time, all the time. So that changes, of course. All they need is a healer or a tank, maybe. Preferably, I would say healer, because Artanis can get, I mean, elite AI. Artanis is probably not going to do a great tanking job, but in theory, Artanis he's shifty enough and beefy enough that you can tank kind of okay, as long as the other team doesn't have an amazing team comp. You can at least win some matches. Again, not much of a push happening. The good animals getting that one though, since there wasn't as much screwing around for them this time around. Chen taking out Phoenix. We get some lag. I'm going to zoom back in. I'm not sure what this is about. My computer might need restarted, to be honest. That might be what it is. It's a little late now. Zeratul dropped really low again. Alarak's going to come in, defend with Artanis here. Four animal, good animals in here. Alarak going to go down to Lunar, who's diving the tower. He's going to survive. Nope, he's not going to survive. I thought he had a sliver of health left, but he did not. Lunar going to pay for it, getting way too greedy there. Phoenix credited with the kill, and it is 5-5 in kills. Ural standing under tower here. We need a wave to be caught by the Protoss wave. She got to get out fast because Phoenix was coming up behind her. A bit of a fight happening. 2v3 on the side of it's this double heal plus Chen combo again. Zeratul, Tassadar going to have to run. If you don't get the immediate if burst on Lily or Brightwing, then pretty much have to run. Because they'll survive, Chen will survive, for sure. Nice push here from Zeratul and Alarak on mid. Phoenix coming in, finishes it off, helps, perhaps. Those that big minion wave. And Shrine, Dragon, Dragon number 3. Coming up. We need coffee after this match. Very quick shrines from may not get it. No, Artanis screwing around this time. And a very easy Dragon Knight. Wow, the good animals. Whoa, and there goes Zeratul. Tassadar standing inside the fire, taking some good damage. There he goes. No. Artanis went, now Tassadar went. Basically nothing happened though. Too busy smacking the enemies around within the tower range and just fell to tower pretty much immediately. Tassadar been poked down by Brightwing here. But the push continues both top and bottom. The good animals. Ural bot, Chen top. You got your DPS and your 2 heals in the mid just harassing. Chen and Lini leaving out, can't carry out combo meal. Oh, they're gonna back off this Artanis, who's now pushing out. Phoenix gonna come join him. Push out, I guess, the lane that needs it the most, but bottom now pushed, and Lunar is looking for this bruiser camp. No, she probably can't take it by herself. Maybe she could. She probably could, actually, if she didn't suck. If she's going to come help her team, that's not a bad idea. But Lily almost dead, Brightwing, got half health, but they're both pretty decent mana, except they ran into Alarak, so lost a bit more health. Nice heals from Lily, Brightwing. Brightwing out of mana now. Phoenix almost dead, he's going to be back. Everyone on Protoss not looking great. Ural, maybe not the best spot for her, although that's a lot of damage on Tassadar. Nice wall to separate them. Can go back in, but there's an Alarak there now, and he does good damage. And now he's just standing there, or is he doing something? What is he doing? Okay, he was charging that thing. I thought so. That's hilarious. Chen takes out Zeratul. Bottom lane Phoenix gonna back off. Tastar here though, and Lunara might just get a double kill with Lily's help. This is looking. There's a talent advantage now for the good animals. It's looking like they have this well under control. It's just that these Dragon Knights are terrible. And Dragon Knight usage is terrible, I guess. Go ahead, Lunar, get it. She is going to. And maybe they just might get this tower. Level 17 coming out for the good animals. 15 about to come up for Protoss. Artanis, you better run. Tassadar takes a ride away from the base. He's fine with that though. Full health still. Zeratul is low, he's going to tap. Artanis just comes back from the tap, and now they're both in the fire, but Lunara within the Dragon Knight has no other help, and she's again in the tower range, just doling people, so they did at least get a 4. And this push ended up getting him this one as well. Looks like they probably got the minions and Euro there just enough to perhaps take this one out. No, she is deterred by Artanis and maybe enticed by potential team fight in mid. No, she's indecisive and instead doesn't get the tower. Minions weren't nearly enough without her there. Chen pushing hard and still with this camp. Right wing helping them out. They let them take that out now though. All the outer forts now gone for the Protoss. Tassadar, Zeratul both dropping low too. Zeratul goes down. Euro continues to push in top. That minion wave's just gonna get blasted.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
Another dragon shrine. Man, Lunar trying to do some damage, but takes a ton of hit herself under tower. But hey, you got a Brightwing and a Lily there, so you're fine. You're just fine. Oh, now they're trying to pull him under tower. Doesn't do enough though. Again, you have to pretty much just blow them up immediately, or they just heal right back. Especially when they're wandering around together like that. Looks like Brightwing Lunara will have no problem here. Lunara can 1v1 Phoenix all day. They have actually hit level 20 now, so it's probably, well, since it's not good game, pretty much not near good game yet, we'll see how well this top push goes during the Dragon Knight. That might say a lot for what happens next, because I mean, I don't know how much of a chance Protoss has if they hit 20, but it'll be a better chance than they have at this current moment. Right wing gonna try to solo push bottom. If this happens, that fort's definitely gonna go down with or without his help. Chen taking out Zeratul with the Dragon Knight. Phoenix below an alt. For his bottom fort, that's the first to fall. It was pretty much on its last leg. Chen coming in here. It's gonna go. He's gonna go down to tower with the Dragonite, but minion wave there, so that's just fine. And he's gonna go clear top and bring that one back to the port. And I don't know if Protoss will clear the good animals from the base at this point. I think it's over, pretty much. I'm gonna run right back out of there. Didn't quite get the minions pushed, but siege will help that. Oh man, Lily just got smashed. See, that's the one thing Protoss can do. If you're gonna get caught by like 3 of them, even 2 of them probably will be able to get you pretty quick, especially if you're alone. But one heal, even one healer and somebody else wasn't enough, especially when you're gonna get caught by 5 of them, then you're definitely gonna die. They have a moment of reprieve here. Let's see if they can make use of it at all. Got camps that they could try to get. Chen is still harassing in the base. They could try to kill him. That he doesn't have ult, at least for now. Right wing gonna come in. That's actually, again, if they would have all come around this, right wing would be dead, I think. If it was 3v2 Brightwing Falls, it's 2v2 Brightwing Falls. What a Phoenix ult there! That's the kind of Phoenix ult we were looking for. Much better than the last one, at least. Secures another kill for the Protoss. They're going to have a chance at this bruiser camp. They have a very, very small chance at these shrines in this Dragonite. As we see out there in the corner, good animals taking their siege. No siege camp just yet. For Protoss, probably not going to worry about that right now. They need to win this fight though. Tassadar and Phoenix chasing the Lunara. Alone out there, Lunara is just going to run with no health at all left, and with Zeratul here, 3-on-1, they can definitely take out Ural because Lily ran. Oh man, crazy. Chen's up there by himself. Ural has to run. Alarak and Artanis easily take out Chen. Wow. Zeratul holds bottom. Alarak or Artanis holding top. Lily, there's no way she's taking that. Zeratul leaves bottom. That's not good, but it's okay because they definitely have Dragonite. Wow. Here we go. Straight into mid as they keep doing. So I guess we can probably expect this every single time in every single match from every single team. Get Dragonite, rush mid, and just bash whatever is in front of you, prioritizing heroes first. Or just like standing there. What are you doing? Tassadar! Is that Tassadar? Yeah. Harder to tell in that small picture. I think so, though. Yeah, also I don't see him. Lunar gets popped backward. Looks like Tass is going to take this fort with the Dragonite. Okay, that is huge. That is very big for this minion wave clear there. That's really big for the Protoss, and Alarak and Zeratul here to help Tass escape, but he's run too far away. Go back in. Girl, though, pushing hard in this top. They still didn't get much damage on that fort. That might be something that perhaps saves Protoss here. Zeratul's going to die, unfortunately, staying a bit too long. Alarak going to be able to back. Tassadar has a sliver of health left on the Dragonite and a sliver of time at this point, and there he goes. Now he'll be able to think a little more clearly. His AI, that is. Alright, he's just gonna... It's probably a good idea to go back to this top fort because they're trying to push it hard. For whatever reason. I mean, not a bad idea. Ooh. Lunar again staying too long herself. Right wing healing up Euro back there. Lily going in herself, and right wing just in time with the teleport, but he's gonna die instead of Lily. Phoenix could probably take out Lily if he can focus here. Zeratul coming in. Euro, whoa, almost took out Phoenix, but he's got that teleport, so he's alright. Tassadar now. How about Zeratul? They could probably. I mean, it's close now. We have 23-23 with the levels, so talents, like I said, they held out. They've evened things up level-wise, talent-wise. It's going to give them more of a chance than they had before. Artanis and Euro, like they can actually fight each other properly now. So if Protoss actually has a stronger fight in a one case, no level or talent advantages will change anything. Tassadar though, falling to Chen. Zeratul's got to get out of there, yes. Chen, intelligent here, gonna grab this bruiser camp right before shrines come up. Maybe it might take him a second. Getting there. But nothing to really worry about as long as, yeah, look, he's got a lot of help coming down here. This shrine should go to the good animals without a problem. Oh man, but they go down to help him instead of Lunara, who almost gets blown up, except Brightwing was quick enough to corral. Bruiser camp does in fact go to them. They maintain that bottom shrine. Euro's going to get that top shrine. Protoss is just nowhere near the objective right now. Phoenix is, she can't do anything. Wow, Zeratul just died to. Did he die? Where did he die? Was he hitting a camp or something? Zeratul's dead. That's going to be like a definite Dragon Knight for the good animals, and I would say probably a win for them because this bruiser camp itself is a problem. And we have our first attack on core. Notice when these bars pop up at that very moment. Tassadar, Alarak actually going to clear the top, and they can definitely take out Euro as well. Or Lunara comes in, and then they can maybe take out Lunara Lily here if they can focus. Unstoppable for, oh my goodness, that damage! Phoenix is here too. Wow. Wow. And they cleared the camp. They saved. Oh, they didn't save all the shield. Zeratul, kill the siege minions. Man, what? Bruh, what are you doing? Okay, well, they almost saved all of the health. And they're going to get this Dragon Knight. No way. Protoss. Alarak's pushing straight into core because everybody is dead. Everybody is dead for the good animals. They're all gone right now. Alarak can clear all the minions. Maybe. Right wing comes up first. Chen's going to follow soon. Right wing does not know what to do. Chen here now, so right wing can just take his lead. Anything. But Zeratul coming in, Brightwing is not going to survive very well. Like Dragon Knight saved him. Chen coming in with the ult. Might not really help with Dragon Knight there. Dragon Knight Zeratul is just going to. Oh wait, that's Tassadar again. Dragon Knight Tassadar is going to randomly attack things. Oh, almost takes out Brightwing. Does take out Brightwing. Oh my goodness. That looks like it may actually be a Protoss victory at this point. Alarak dueling Lunar in the bottom lane, keeping that pushed out for the Protoss. They don't need any more. I mean, they don't need any more forts. They got one way into the core. They don't need any more than that, right? Chen taking tons of damage. Dragon Knight still at half health. Oh man! Chen getting smashed by the Dragon Knight Tassadar. And he goes down. Dragon Knight Tassadar now trying to take out this upper fort. I think he might actually get it. Artanis and Phoenix against the Lunara Lili Earl. And Dragon Knight now, Dragon Knight Tassadar are just going straight for the fort. Earl's going to back off and get smacked into the top lane. And things look like they're going to die down a bit, but Tassadar is just like, I'm gonna finish this right now. He could actually finish this right now. What? No way. No, he's gonna go down, but he's gonna definitely get some revenge for what they did to Protoss Core there. Oh man, Tassadar, can you make it out? Nope. Yeah. That was a bit too much Tassadar, but Zeratul Phoenix here, actually they might throw this right back in the other direction the way they're going right now. Yeah, they need to leave. Right wing, Lili, Lunara, regrouping a bit here. Luckily, they don't really have to worry about bottom at all. Dragon Knight's going to come up again soon, I would imagine, and that's going to be it, one way or the other, probably. But hey, that's two openings to one. Although this isn't actually open yet, but the minions at the siege. Siege camps coming out from both teams. Lunar are going to try to take the bottom bruiser here. Not a bad choice. Neither of the other bruisers taken yet. Protoss, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, if anything, yeah, to try to take out somebody here. Don't die. Chen's probably not the best choice. Ural rotating down here, right wing, pretty low. Phoenix getting smacked in the wall by Ural here. They may be able to, they got 3 on Chen now. If right wing pops in there, he's going to die, so he does not yet. Now he pops a little heal on Chen. Artanis and Phoenix now against Ural. They could take her out. Zeratul coming in and make this a 3v3 because Lili and Lunar just showed up. And nobody dies. Phoenix gets close. A lot of damage goes out. Lunara in some trouble. Oh man, another snipe by that Phoenix ult. Lunara thinks she's going to get away. And man, that just one death, especially on your damage, your one assassin. For the good animals, that may be it. Artanis, and certainly. What was that? It doesn't matter, luckily. Pass again. Nope, this time it's Alarak. Taking the Dragon Knight. And he may head straight for the core here. He could, he may, and, well, after dealing with Lili, he shall. Oh. Where'd you go? He's just standing under that fort, but luckily it's going to fall pretty quick. And there's no chance. No chance for the good animals. Protoss beat the good animals. How about that? Perhaps analyze what happened here. I don't know. I mean, there are certainly AI mistakes made on both sides. It's just come down to getting picks at the right time, getting Dragon Knight when it mattered. And there you have it. Oh, that's gonna probably kick me out because I was zoomed out. No, it didn't. Cool. Tassadar. Artanis, though. No deaths. I didn't really have anything else. It was really Tassadar doing everything, other than the fact that he died so many times. But he had nine kills and 10 assists. In a match like that, it's hard to stay alive. How did Artanis not die at all? Everybody else is 3+. Alarak 3. And Phoenix was 3. Alarak was close on a lot of those numbers. He did also have the XP. I'm going to give it to Alarak for dying 3 times less, half as many times than Tassadar. Not quite as much hero damage, not quite as much structure damage, but he is second in both of those. Pretty close second in structure. You got the XP contributed just by a bit over Tassadar, but still, I think I'm going to give it to Alarak as being around. Well, I mean, and still though, Tassadar still got 19 takedowns to his 14, even though he died 3 more times. I gotta give it to Tassadar. Dang it! I gotta say the deaths don't matter because that's crazy. Tassadar, there he is. All right, wow, quite a match to start things off, I'd say. I'm gonna need to get a cup of coffee here once we put in the results. Protoss. Yeah, 2-1 for both the others in their division. Protoss though going to happily take their first win, even if it's just in interconference match. So yeah, for day 4 now, for everybody's matchups, it will just be that one overall record change here. This is overall, this is the conference, and this is the division. I was thinking about just doing away with the conference, but I think we are gonna use that. So we have the Warcraft conference and the non-Warcraft conference. We have the protagonist division of Warcraft and the antagonist division of Warcraft. And then over here in the non-Warcraft conference, we have the the StarCraft division and the non-StarCraft division, which is these 2, Diablo and Overwatch. So what's going to happen is every team is going to play their division rivals 3 times, the other conference teams twice, and the interconference teams, the ones in the other one, just once. So that'll turn out to be 18 games total, which I think is a decent number. So, and then also we'll be streaming, I think, from Monday to Saturday, and so that'll be 3 weeks for the, so basically a month per season, pretty much. If I end up doing another season, I might. I probably would. It's pretty fun. I'll see. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll even do a longer season. Who knows? Anyway, that's that. Next is the Overwatch versus the Bad Animals, which are the other 2 defeated teams. Good Animals remaining defeated. And also we'll do this too. This should really shake things up, or at least has the potential to really shake things up. That was wrong. They lose, Protoss win. So right there is a bit of a change. All right. Overwatch versus Bad Animals. I'll be right back. I'll leave this up so you can get a gander at all the teams, including the ones that'll be playing next. I'll be right back. With coffee in hand, I'm prepared for the next match. Overwatch versus the Bad Animals. Oh, Warcraft. Punched my dog in the face because get out of here. She was trying to take my banana. Get out. I didn't see her face on my lap. Alright. Yes. Let us begin. Oh yeah, also I didn't put in, what is this place? What is this map called? Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shire, that's right. Dragon Shire. Alright, Overwatch versus Bad Animals. Dragon Shire. Match number 2 of 6. Tracer. Again, we have another team switch up here. Helped out, potentially helped out, I guess. Potentially helped out the Protoss last match. They did get their first win. Let's see if it helps out the Overwatch team. Zarya. Anna picking her debut. Genji. And also making her debut, Mai. There she is. Against the Bad Animals, who don't have any reserves to choose from, so it's still ETC, Murphy, Alex Straza, Deathwing, and Hogger. Yes, I know they're not all bad, but ETC doesn't exist. Murky is just a Murloc. Deathwing and Hogger are bad, I'm pretty sure. And Alex Straza is a dragon, so she's probably bad too. Alright. There we go. Match number 2. Let's do it. And again, as the matches go, they do get, I guess, more important. As the better and better teams will be facing each other here. And then for tomorrow, they will be flipping around again. They'll play another another inter-conference matchup against one of the other teams of the same division that they're playing today. So the Overwatch here playing against the Bad Animals means that they will play against either the Horde or the villains of Warcraft tomorrow. And then the next day they'll play the final one of those 3. And that's how the week will wrap up. And we'll have 6 games in at that point for everybody. Of course, all the teams playing every day because they don't need a break, man. They're moving too much for me to really get a good look at the skins. That's a pretty cool Genji skin. Zarya, not bad. Mai, I'm not positive on her skins. That looks like a pretty cool one, though. Murky rocking another Templar. Oh, do we have a dragon match? No. Like a magical blue and then a aqua. But still, I really like both of those skins. I like that color a lot. I like both of those colors a lot. Genji, though, has a really cool one. So, oof, man, he's taking a ton of damage from the dragon combo. Unexpectedly, probably. Deathwing, though, is probably their second best damage, maybe third. I don't know. Murky might be second. I think Hogger would be their best damage, maybe, probably, and then probably between Deathwing and Murky for the next. Murky is technically an assassin, though, so. He's just so weird. And even though he's like, if his egg's up, his death time is only like 2 seconds. If you just die constantly, you don't end up doing anything anyway. Of course, that isn't always the case for AI Murphys. I don't think he's played terribly every time, although they've lost every match so far. Looks like he's gonna, nope, he is not gonna get the shine. He's gonna try to bait out the Overwatch team here. I would not try to do that too much because, I don't know, I feel like Overwatch doesn't have a bad team. They didn't have a bad team comp before, and I think it may have just gotten stronger. Although Lucio heals are pretty amazing. It's possible that that would be the next change we make, is bringing Lucio back in, and in fact maybe we would take D.Va, put D.Va back in for Zarya. That's a potential other lineup for them if they continue to lose. That is, if they perhaps they found a winning lineup. Although again, they're playing another 0-3 team, so this is one of the best chances, even without the lineup change. Would have been one of the best chances to win a match. They got this Dragon Knight without too much of a fight here. Dragon Knight Anna doing some really good work here on mid lane's towers. Almost to the fort, but not taking meatless tower shots without actually being able to do much. Now a nice team fight with the Dragon Knight and 3 of her teammates here. Alexstrasza pushed out, so the heals are gone for the moment. ETC dropping low, and yes. Have first blood there, actually. And then Murky drops to Alexstrasza's low. She goes down. Tracer's still alive. Zarya, Tracer's still in there. Are they going to take Augur down for the quad kill? No. Tracer goes low. Deathwing is also relatively low, but looks like the fight. No, mine's going back in because Genji's here. Murky's back, but that doesn't really mean anything. If they had any reserves, it would probably be Murky coming out for the good animals. Again, if we do another season, we could always think about switching up some of the teams a bit. Just the ones that can be switched up, of course. And maybe, well, I don't know when they plan on making the next hero, but maybe the next hero will somehow allow us to make another team, or just make another team and get rid of a team, or like make the Warcraft animal team one in itself. Since there are 5, we could have, I mean, it'd be a big team, but there could be 5 reserves. Why not? Sorry, Mai took out Murky. I guess that's not really big news. So Murky back in bottom lane against Mai and Tracer here, pushing pretty hard. Anna and Zarya support healer combo right now in the mid against ETC and Augur, but now Alexstrasza shows up, and this is going to be a fight that goes nowhere for Overwatch Murky now. And on it as well. Oh my goodness, but Zarya putting the damage down on ETC. She's listed as support, but she could totally be listed as bruiser, I think. Look at that, Murky just gets wrecked by her, and Genji's here now though. Now they definitely want to run. Genji taking the tower shot, almost avoiding the forward shot, but not quite. Nice siege camp there, nice timed siege camp. That's gonna do some major damage to that bottom lane. Tracer easily takes the bottom shrine. Mai easily takes that top shrine. Not Tracer. There's some enemies coming at her. Ooh, but it's too late. There it is. Genji, Zarya, Dragon Knight. Again, pushing straight down into mid. This fort will probably fall, and we have a bit of a shellacking on our hands currently. But we'll see if that continues, because ETC, Alexstrasza, I mean, it's not the worst team. It's not the worst team comp in the league. Maybe it is. Who knows? Because eventually we'll find out. Maybe we'll have a team that actually goes completely defeated. It's possible. One team could. So far, it may be one of the animals of Overwatch teams. And it's could be both of the animals of Overwatch teams, and that might just be a reason to combine them if we can manage another team for next season, because we need at least 12 teams. I would like to get 16, but it's gonna take a lot of work and a few more heroes, I think, to be a few more of the right heroes to be able to make 16 teams. Hermit Blizzard, do the right heroes. Look at my teams, and then make the right heroes based on that. Thanks, please, and thank you. Namely, you need to make 2 more Diablo Angels. I know you just had Imperius come out, but you need 2 more. Murky goes down. Oh my goodness. What a turn of events. Is Bruiser Camp doing some work on bottom fort still? I guess it was the Siege Camp before, now it's the Bruiser Camp. And nice damage again by this Zarya and Genji. Alex Strauss is going to have to go ult. Oh my, Zarya is caught in that ult plus ETC and Murky, and that's not bad damage there. Alex Strauss can heal that right back up. It's such a cool skin. Genji's going to survive, no problem. Yeah, but it is going to be 5-4 for this new Dragonite Shrine activation. Tracer again, uncontested top. Maya's going to try to get uncontested bottom. They just flip sides. Murphy's here though, but I mean, what's he really going to do? Anna's here as well now. And yeah. Zarya swiftly to the Dragon Shrine. Benji there as well, just to make sure. And that is definitely this fort going down this time. Doesn't look like any enemies are going to be there for her to turn on. Augur, of course. Probably just going to fight Augur. But yeah, that tower's done. Fort, tower, whatever. Augur being chased. Dragon Knight dealing with Murky, Alex Strauss, and now Deathwing left. Deathwing now coming back. 2 dragons versus the Dragon Knight. 1 tower down for the mid inner fort. Deathwing dropping kind of low. ETC's coming back with half health at the moment. Augur fighting a 3v1 in the back, trying to get away. Zarya loses Dragon Knight. Almost gets the whole wall down of mid inner fort. Anna here now, Anna and Zarya, they might be able to 3v2 this. Zarya blasting apart, almost blasting for Alex Strauss, but Deathwing comes flying, and then that is going probably. Oh my goodness, look at that damage on Deathwing. Wow. Alex Strauss now back down. Anna is somehow taking like no damage. Zarya can shield her for days. Oh man, the ult on ETC and almost taking Alex Strauss out herself, but Zarya will pick it up for sure. And what a team fight. 7-1 kills right now. Overwatch over the bad animals. Whew. Yeah, I didn't think Overwatch had a bad comp. I've been surprised they haven't been able to pick up any wins. Although they may have been playing a lot of hard teams. Diablo, Demons, and Humans are both really good. They have a really hard division themselves. All of these teams at this point seem to be in hard divisions, I guess. And because the bad animals are with the villains and the horde, and they're both. The horde's the best. Villains are like second or third best. We're gonna find out who's better in the last match today, or the second to last match today. Should make that the last match because it's going to be the most interesting. I have a bit of a schedule change. Last minute. Throw all these heroes off their game. changing the schedule up on them right beforehand. And tower might fall. Yeah, definitely not quite able to do enough fire breath damage. Or if he's setting up big things all over the place. Not a whole lot of contention for this bottom one. Although the dragon combo has the top shrine. Mai is going to come in against Deathwing here. They have the talent advantage. Overwatch, that is. Augur and Murky. Maybe no. Some decent. Oh wow, those heals though too. Oh man, Genji takes out Murky. I thought he died. No, he didn't. The sustain of Overwatch is just too good. With the Nova heals coming in from, or the Ana heals coming in from max range. The other side of the map. Oh no, but just a little, just not quite enough. But they did get the Dragon Knight. They ended up holding just long enough to get the Dragon Knight. They'll have to deal with that. It might not actually take too long. Deathwing's going to go down to the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight Ana. Yes, there it is. Oh, nice fire breath taking out that whole minion wave. Not going to be super easy without Deathwing there. Alexstrasza taking tons of damage. ETC now. That 4 is going to fall. She doesn't even have any help in here. Dragon Knight. Here comes Genji. That'll Genji on Alexstrasza, who's coming back in from after being whapped. And see if anyone else gets whapped back. There goes ETC for a moment. Alexstrasza taking a lot of damage, but not that bad. That's a decent sized minion wave there with Ana Dragon Knight. Whapping ETC again, and she's going to get almost half. Ooh, okay, the Deathwing ult coming out. She better run like now. Oh my goodness, Ana. That's the second time we saw a Dragon Knight go way too deep, way too long. I mean, it wasn't way too deep if you just run before you die. She could easily gotten out of there, but whatever. Protoss did that last time and they still won, so these death timers not quite as bad as last time. This match isn't at the point that the Protoss match was. They were actually in a comeback at that point. Overwatch has been stomping on the bad animals, I would say. Bad animals, maybe just a couple Dragon Knights away if they can get them. Dragon Knights away from having their own comeback, that is. Let's not forget, yeah, the good animals did almost win. So maybe they're not as bad as they seem. Maybe they are. And so maybe it is true that the animals of Warcraft all need to just unite under one banner. Could also Augur could also maybe like then go into the villains on the villains team. Isn't he? He could technically go either way. So could Deathwing, I guess. But Deathwing needs to stay so we can have the triple dragon team. Deathwing destroying Ana there. Deathwing can easily get this bottom one. With Ana down. Who knows? Could be a comeback for the bad animals here. Augur is going to go up with Genji. I don't know if Genji can fight that. Definitely not with Alexstrasza. Zarya kills Murky. Oh, Maya and Zarya versus Deathwing ETC. Ooh, but they have the shrine. They can't hold the shrines though and get the Dragon Knight at the same time right now. Overwatch is going to take both shrines, and ETC can't fight that. Oh, that's where Deathwing fell. There's no way they're securing the bottom one. This top one might continue to be a fight.
Hero slain.
But that bottom should be theirs for now until Straza leaves top. Hogger also leaves top, and Tracer's. Oh my goodness, no. Tracer. Okay, Anna's back. Anna might actually get the shrine now. Yes. Yes. As the rest of their team fights valiantly down bottom to secure that one, and Tracer now going to do something for her team. Maybe, no. Yes. Going to do something for her team. Finish it off. Get that Dragon Shrine and push mid as always. And that should be a win. This does make their matches go a little faster than they would if they were going to push all the lanes down, but there's really no reason to do that if you don't need to. Only do that in AI matches, so you can get more experience, right? But if you're just playing a match to win, man, just win the match. Tracer, Dragon Knight, doing some decent damage. Deathwing's gonna fall, yep. And Tracer is gonna win the match. Yeah, Tracer, Dragon Knight definitely gonna finish this core off. There you have it, folks. Sending ETC back to Fountain. And that's game. Good fight by Overwatch. Really good fight by Overwatch. Would it be? No, Tracer, I think, for sure. I mean, Zarya. Sorry. Zarya definitely gets the MVP. Everyone did really well though. Look at all those. Look at all that XP gained. Zarya's hero damage is so much more than everybody. Wow. That's nuts. Yeah, Zarya has to be her. Well played, Overwatch. Pretty decisive victory, showing that they aren't complete crap. But they're still at the bottom of their division. They're a very tough division. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what to do. And Bad Animals. Falling as well to 0-4. Two defeated teams left, the Good and the Bad Animals of Warcraft. It's too bad. But also it's kind of good. It means that all the other teams work out, because really the only ones that I had to throw together randomly were the Good and Bad Animals. So yeah, I think we could easily get one other team somehow, perhaps. And then if we can do that, then the Animals can be their own team. But it does require another team somewhere. Now, match number 3. Humans versus villains. Now it's going to get... Wait a second. Let's do this. Let's change this up a bit to make it so it is. So Alliance is the 1 and 2 team. They only 1 and 2 team. So they're going to be first match. And then the humans and the villains. Because they're both 2 and 1. And then we're going to do Night Elves and Zerg. Because the Zerg is 2 and 1. Even though they're the top of their division. And then the Horde and the Demons. Because they are both undefeated. Bam. Alright. That's how it really should be, right? Because we have the power. So every day, that's what we can do. Is just make it in the order from, I don't want to say least interesting, but least relevant to most relevant matches. All right, I'm sorry, I'm just screwing around now. I'm just messing around. Let's do number 3, Dominion versus Alliance. Dominion and Alliance. Alliance, tons of reserves. Dominion has won themselves. But they don't need them just yet. Yeah, I think if they go 1 and 5 though, 1 and 5 is a reason to maybe think about some reserves. All right, first we have Dominion Rainer. Nova. Sergeant Hammer. Lieutenant Morales. And Blaze. Against the Alliance, Spalstad. It's really hard to say that these guys need any reserves because they've won a ton of matches in tournament and only lost to the Horde, who's still the best team. The only team that is actually truly fully undefeated, even outside of this season. Jaina and Kel'Thas. All right, here we go. Match number 3. Heading to the halfway point. Shouldn't need to, well, I shouldn't say that I shouldn't need any breaks because there's a stinky dog behind me that may say otherwise. Although she's twitching in her sleep now, so she's be good for a while. She twitches so much, it's hilarious. She makes a lot of noises too. You may hear some goofy dog noises in the background.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Someday maybe you'll get a Sydney cam. But that requires like 50 followers or something. 50 followers and I'll put a Sydney cam up. I will though say that she's a super cute, full-blooded yellow lab. She's hilarious when she twitches in her sleep. Oh man, what are these guys doing? The other way. Fight is the other way. These guys making their way out too. Kel'Thas, Jaina, Falstad. Head this top lane, cool Falstad skin. Jaina. Hey, that's our Jaina skin. Rock on. Oh my goodness. Lieutenant Morales gets just smashed. Nova and Rainer better be careful here. It's Falstad once more. Jaina's gonna tap, though she didn't exactly need it. Falstad's chasing Rainer now. Nova got away. Sergeant Hammer, though, is not faring completely terribly in bottom lane by herself. Erden down there now solo with her. As Uther comes up mid. About the alliance here. Murden now mid lane as well. They want to get in on this action here. Murden's just tanking the crap out of that tower. You should probably stop it at some point. Sergeant Hammer showed up. Oh! There goes Kelthos. Like the dog. Blaze now bottom by himself. Big push by the Dominion mid. Well, not big push, but there were 3 of them there. Raynor maybe headed up to the shrine here against Jane and Muradin. If he can... Nope, that's not what you want to do. Say he could potentially get some good damage on Jane and make Muradin think twice, but he stood inside the blizzard, so... But Sergeant Hammer's here, they're going to easily get that one. Blaze takes out Falstad down here in bot, along with Nova's help, and they're going to get this one too. Now they just need somebody to be able to get the Dragon Shrine, and Dominion will get this one pretty quick. Interesting. Now again, there is only one and 2 team left, right? And it's the Alliance. Everyone else is 2 and 1 or better. That is left to play, that is. But again, the Alliance does not seem to be playing as well as they could. I don't know. Man, a lot of low health bars here. Raynor's just cleaning up bottom lane. Shift my computer here a second. Pardon the noise. Give myself a little more room. Alright. Dragon Knight Morales doing some good things here. Big things in mid lane. I don't think they're going to get... Well, they might get good damage on this horde if Sergeant Hammer focuses. Falstad's going to go back to the shrine, or back to the fountain in death. No, oh man, Morales and Nova. Morales now out of the Dragon Knight, taking a lot of damage. Nova does as well, but Morales heals her back up. Raynor is going to now fight mid by himself, probably without any issues again. Blaze just chilling top lane, soaking up XP, getting that full level advantage and a talent advantage almost for the Dominion. See another StarCraft win today. There's a potential of seeing an entire division win in these next 3 days. In fact, we could see an entire division win all 3 games every day these next 3 days. That would be insane. That would be one strong division. I don't think that will happen because I think each division has probably one not so great team in it. At least one, maybe just one. Maybe that team is not really that bad, but we'll find out as the season progresses. 18's not a bad number of games to figure that out, but we could also double that for the next season, make it 36 and just double all the games the way we're doing it. That's not a bad idea. This Dominion team seemed to be overstaying their welcome after Morales left with a sliver of health. Wow, Sergeant Hammer goes down. Nova able to pick up Kelthos though, even things out. Shrine's coming up again in 15. Blaze chilling, still in top lane. He'll probably just be able to take the shrine anytime he wants, anywhere he wants. He's pretty strong. Muradin can definitely contend with him though, especially if he has some help. He can easily get some help in the form of Falstad flying in anytime. But I would say both of these teams are pretty strong team comps. Definitely not bad. Which is why the Dominion's 2-1 and why the Alliance is 1-2, but runners up in the inaugural tournament. They beat the Dominion. Let's not forget that they beat the Dominion in that tournament. And that was the semifinal that they won in. So both of these teams were playing really well. As the Dominion continues to. Oh, Nova's got the Neo roller skate skin on. Neon roller skate. These are taking out Raynor. That's pretty cool Sergeant Hammer skin too. Oh, Yo, that's an awesome Sergeant Hammer skin. What? Like old school goofy looking car. What are those cars? It's like a PT Cruiser kind of looking thing. That's awesome. But not a PT Cruiser. It's like old school car. I love that skin. I didn't think Sergeant Hammer really had any skins I was a big fan of, but that one finally, because it's newer. That one didn't exist before. That skin's one worth having. Nova is gonna fall. Wow. Just run, use some of your cloaks, something. Nope. Not the best play. Morales and Jaina both gonna back for their teams. Morales backing in a bad spot. They're wasting a lot of time, but Blaze and Raynor, look at this push happen on top. Kael'thas not quite matching it down bottom, sort of matching it. Falstad down here now. Kael'thas gonna leave. Come help out mid. Actually, it's a decent push mid for them. Levels are tied right up. Experience tied right up. Kills almost tied up. 4 to 5 in favor of the Alliance right now. And again, Shrines up in 16. Raynor push strong. Blaze push is strong, and they're doing it top and bottom. It's going to make it that much harder to take those Shrines unless they get some kills mid before it happens. Jaina takes out Sergeant Hammer. Morales again has to back off with no health. The Alliance would actually make play on these Shrines, they would get it. Murden and Raynor, this should not be a problem for Murden. Got the Banshee out for Raynor. That's helping put down the damage for sure. But Murden's gonna take Shrine because Raynor's dancing around it. Murden's standing on it. Blaze tank is down bottom, and Falstad almost dying. So this looks like it's going to go to the Dominion here. Raynor able to finally fend off Murden. Well, actually, Murden left, so left it to Raynor. This fight went pretty easily in the Dominion favor. And it looks like Hammer is going to get it just in time. Wow. Oh, no. Raynor couldn't survive the water elemental. So Jaina picks up that kill, but the Dragon Knight definitely getting that tower. Sergeant Hammer, Dragon Knight. That forward. Murden taking a ride. I would say this wall is probably going to go down. No help. Again for the Dragon Knight, but able to knock Murden away. Uther there, not a huge issue. You can just keep hitting him with fire, and he'll eventually need to leave. You take out one tower in the wall, almost getting the entire thing. Tower and gate, I should say, almost getting the entire wall. That time, the Dragon Knight survives. The Dragon Knight person survives. Kael'thas diving way too far. And he's gonna fall. Uther, low health. Nova, dropping low. Ooh, because Morales is stunned all up. And they're both gonna go down. Nova and Morales, and this fight just turned in favor of the Alliance. Two for one. Blaze backs off, no help. Raynor and Murden continuing their tussle in top lane. We've got Hammer and Uther bottom. This doesn't bode well for Uther. Falstad is nearby, but he's going to just get Siege Camp instead. And nothing else going to happen on that push. Bruiser's definitely going to come out. Siege Camp definitely going to come out. So for the Alliance, Uther, Falstad, Kael'thas there, Jaina's gonna have to back off because Hammer is dropping the hammer on her. Basically everyone for the Dominion mid other than Blaze. Nope, Raynor's gonna rotate bottom. Yes, Raynor rotates bottom. He's gonna continue that push. This Blaze and Raynor push just changing sides every time, but they're always in position nicely for this these Dragon Shrines. And again, Hammer, Morales, and Nova in mid lane. Not a whole lot doing there. They're gonna have to decide which side they want to go fight on. Raynor is dealing with Falstad and now Murden.
Take hold of the shrines. Earn the dragon.
He's just gonna leave. Morales and Nova gonna now come down. Murden just waiting there, but I don't think he's gonna. Well, with Uther here, this could go either way. Top lane Kael'thas is going to get pushed off that quick by Blaze and Raynor. Falstad needs to go help them if they're going to have any chance. Morales dropping low. Kael'thas goes down, so now Falstad definitely going to have to back. That's definitely the minions. Uther and Murden going to be able to get this one for now, at least to stop the Dominions Dragon Knight for the time being. Jaina coming down to help. Murden's going to leave, leaving Jaina and Uther here to deal with Morales and Nova. So DPS versus heal fight. But they just leave it. They just leave it. Morales Nova securing the shrine. Raynor's already right next to the Dragon Shrine itself. Falstad just jumped the entire way down, so he's nowhere near this. Actually, but they left this. No, they didn't get this shrine, so now all of a sudden, no one has this shrine. But it looks like the Dominion has this well under control in top lane. If Sergeant Hammer just sat there, no one would survive here. Blaze would survive. Instead, that went completely the wrong way because Sergeant Hammer is screwing around. And now, well, Raynor is bottom and he's secured the bottom shrine. Oh, now Nova and Sergeant Hammer and Lieutenant Morales are going to go top and secure that. Uther kill as well as the shrine. Now somebody needs to rotate down. Looks like Nova. Nope. Everybody leaves the shrine again, foolishly, and allow the Alliance to take that. Somebody has to stay. Two of you stay, in fact. Just one of you needs to go down to the Dragon Shrine. Silly. Jaina takes out Nova. Uh-oh. This is not good for the Dominion. There goes Lieutenant Morales. Sergeant Hammer, again, just messing around in mid lane here. She could have posted up anywhere here and helped out that fight. Very safely helped out that fight. But look at this. Alliance. Because Raynor had to tap, but probably didn't actually have to. He was fighting Falstad, but he probably didn't need to tap. He needed to secure the shrine first. But hey, one Dragon Knight for the Alliance. I suppose they can afford one, but I think they do get a little stronger as they go. Although he's already down to half health, but he's definitely taking this forward with him. Gonna tie things up in the mid lane pretty much. Basically will, I'm sure. Jaina drops pretty low. Blaze trying to deal with all of this on his own. Raynor is going to rotate down. Nova's here now. Dragon Knight might not live too much longer. Raynor's down. Wow. Blaze and Nova. Lieutenant Morales here. Morales doesn't look like she's going to be able to heal all that damage back. Don't stand in the Dragon Knight fire. Nova falls. Blaze going to get healed back up. He's going to take out the Dragon Knight. Falstad finally. I think it was false to nose Murden. Oh man, but Morales leaves and Blaze is definitely going to die. Murden chases Morales. Definitely could kill her if he can lock her down. Looks like he, whoa, nope, missed that. Oh, there you go, got the stun, and bam. Morales falls. 20 advantage now for the Alliance. Dominion's probably going to be able to match that before anything big happens. Camp's going to be coming out now. Alliance has their siege. Alliance getting their bruiser camp, Jaina. No camps, of course, for the Dominion just yet. Sergeant Hammer taking care of that top lane push. Murden is pushing hard in that bottom lane with the siege camp. And there's nobody coming to answer that. Blaze might be going. Nova and Raynor in mid. Dealing with, we're dealing with Falstad Uther now. Things go quiet in mid on the side of the Alliance as Falstad's going to push with this big siege camp. And maybe take out Hammer in the process along with Galthos's help. Nova comes in, she's going to try to defend this. I don't think it's going to work. I think that is a lost tower, and it looks like we may have, oh man, the 2 deaths, Galthos and Falstad overstaying their welcome. Jaina falling to Raynor in mid lane, but that's a lot of damage still coming out. There is also still the water elemental here.
Control both shrines, and the Dragon Knight's power is yours.
So 3 down right now for the Alliance, only 1 the Dominion. They could make a bit of a comeback here. 20s for everybody, so we got end game fights happening 18 minutes into this one. It's been longer than at least the second match was. A sort of blowout we had, I guess. The Overwatch over the Bad Animals. I guess the other one probably went 25 or so minutes actually itself. Yeah, Uther gonna pick up that Morales kill. These two, not the place that the Hammer and Morales combo want to be, stuck with Murd and Uther in small spaces, but they really bought enough time for the Nova. So another Dominion Dragon Knight to try to turn things back in their favor here. We got a nice back and forth match here. Nova is just going to lose that Dragon Knight, it looks like, pretty quickly to this 1v3. There's no help because there's 2 of her fellows down. She's probably just realizing that as well. And she needs to leave immediately. This fight would probably never end. Look at those 2 health bars, very similar, and they can both, actually, I think Murden has better sustain, maybe? Nothing else really happening. Raynor pushing out that bottom. Nova needs to just leave, so the rest of the Alliance can push out the mid and get camps. Blaze is going to lose. Yeah, Murden has much more sustain, but here's Morales just in time. And heal him up a bit. She should not do this. If she had Blaze with her, it'd be a different story. Murden just going straight back up to full health. Nova's here now. That could be the damage, though. Uther's going to come to help out Murden. Nope. Now you won't kill him. He might kill you, though. Falstad's here, too. Now you really have to watch. Oof. Blaze back in, tank things up. And Uther is going to drop. Nice ult by Nova. Ooh. Jaina here with... Oh my goodness gracious. Murden goes down, but Jaina takes out Nova afterward. And there are some low... Oh my goodness, they saved themselves. Oh, barely saving themselves. Everyone else survives that fight. That Blaze tank. Wow. Hammer and Raynor clearing bottom. Kel'Thas gonna go see what he can do about that. Nothing really. Again, just the siege camp taken for Alliance before these shrines come up. Not a whole lot of those have been taken otherwise. Oh no, Blaze takes Uther down. Big, well, yeah, that's a big death right before the Dragon Knight comes up. It's going to be a 5v4 soon. Back to a 5v4 in a few seconds when Nova's up. But no healer for the, I would say, the worse off alliance. I mean, their team fight, I don't, with their ability to fight like this doesn't seem to be as good as the Dominions. But what a quick Dragon Knight capture! That was fast, and that might save them for now. Well, it's certainly going to save them for now. They're going to get some really nice damage on this mid inner fort. Hammer has to run. Nova has to tap. Morales full health, but she don't know what to do. Oops, he had knocked away. Murd and Dragon Knight pushing hard into this inner mid fort. That thing's definitely going to fall. He is taking decent damage now, though. Raynor takes out Kael'thas, so they still have things going in their favor. Blaze putting up a good fight against Falstad, so both the bottom and the top are being pushed out by the Dominion, while Murden for the Alliance pushes in this mid. They take out the mid fort. That's huge. They have a way into the core, but will it be enough? Morales surviving there. The Jaina ice. Falstad running. Blaze chasing him off. Again, their fight has now just come to bottom lane from where it was top. Hammer and Nova versus Murd and Uther. Morales going to come in for some heals. Got to get to the Nova if you want to do any good. Not going to happen. Nova. Oh, Jaina's. I don't know if she just ulted or she's just ignoring the Nova. I don't know what's happening. She has half the time left on the ult. Ignoring the Nova, who could be taking tons of damage. She backed. Uther there now, fighting a scary fight. Muradin shows up. Uther survives. Muradin falls dead now here. Kael'thas comes in too. They got their damage. Most of their damage. Muradin has to back off with low health, but Morales, oh my goodness. It's a lot of damage, especially from that Kael'thas ult. She is able to get away though. Hammer escapes with her with half health. She needs to get back in the fight probably. Nova has less health and no mana. She needs to probably run if anybody. Blaze and Hammer tap. Okay. Blaze and Hammer are going to hold that now. But it may just end up being an alliance. Oh, Jaina's really low. She was trying to fight that Brewster camp. That may just be an alliance shrine, but since Jaina has to back, I don't know. Maybe not. Still 9 seconds. She could get back here in time. Raynor's can clear that bottom. If it's a Raynor Jaina fight, I would probably take Raynor if he can sidestep a spell or two. Here we go. This could be the decisive fight / Dragon Knight. Falstad and Jaina secure. Easily secure the bottom for the Alliance. Raynor has to leave. Nova doing tons of damage to Falstad with the Raynor's Banshee still there. Jaina is gonna drop too, but that, oh my goodness, the Water Elemental is gonna secure the kill on Nova for her. And they still, well, the Dominion maintained it for a moment, but Morales and Hammer are not going to be able to take bottom away from the Alliance. Muradin secured top for the Alliance, and Jaina gets the Dragon Knight. Morales now in a bad spot. Looks like she's going to fall at Kael'thas Uther. Nope. Maybe, nope, yes, no, yes. Yes, she is. Oh my goodness, the heals, nope. Uther Hammer comes in and whacks her. The whole way over here. That's game though. Jaina gonna move in on, oh my goodness. I mean, it's not the worst thing. It is kind of the worst thing, because they could have just won, pushed straight into the core and win. Instead, Jaina opts for opening up the top as well. Still might have, well, I mean, all this damage. They don't actually have anything but her here, so. Now, some guys coming in, some siege coming in. Jaina at least going to make it out of the core range, so there's that. And now these two, okay, that's game. Good push, a good fight by the Alliance. We could have potentially seen it. Ooh, Kael'thas survives. if I guess seeing it coming, they did beat the Dominion already once in the tournament, even though they have a 1-2 record. They proved they can do it. Their two losses are to the Horde, who is the champions of the tournament, who they lost to also in the tournament at the end, obviously being the runner-ups, and the Night Elves, who are another one of the undefeated teams right now and are in their division, in the same division. So that's why they're 2-2 right now. They had a win against the Good Animals, which is their other division matchup, but they're 0-4 now. But a good win here against the Dominion to bring them down to 2-2 and bring the Alliance up to 2-2. I would certainly like to take that into consideration here when I'm doing the overall standings. That the Alliance just beat the Dominion. In fact, let's do this just so actually I guess I can't. Oh yeah, okay, I'll do this. Dominion. And I'll basically just flip their spots. Come what may in the Zerg and humans. I think that's the other one, right? They'll fight each other. And so if the humans beat the Zerg, then they'll flip spots. Because the Zerg will be 2-2 actually, then the Alliance would move down because they would move up, but that's okay. I'll do that if I need to. Again, just the overall scores there. Oh yeah, also highlight them and do this as well. Definitely not moving past the Night Elves. But happy, I'm sure, with the getting back to 500 since they started off 0-2, right? Yeah, started off 0-2, so. And then what's that? What's happening here? Who did they just fight? The Dominion. Oh, that's right, because I took it from here. That's why they're different. We won't do that again. We'll do, well, we don't really have to do it again. That's not how it's going to work every time anyway, because from now on, they're just going to have to play whoever they didn't play yet, pretty much. So the Dominion, though, probably going to go below the Zerg just because of those overall standings, where everybody ended up there. Here we go. All right. Yeah, because again, since the Alliance was the worst of them all and beat the Dominion, actually the Alliance can't be that high up. They have to only be the Dominion can be that far down, but the Alliance can only be up here because the Zerg and the humans are both 2-1, and the Alliance can't pass either of them up. That's right. Yeah, but then that does mean though that the Zerg will for sure be above the Dominion, even if they both go 2-2 here, just because they're going to have a harder schedule or standings wise, a harder matchup this time. I guess we could also do these bad animals maintaining their spot at the bottom. Easier if I just take the ones from the top here. Good animals can be the new second to last, the only other defeated team left. And then it'll be Protoss, Overwatch. Retaining the same positions they did, no real reason to move them around anywhere. And again, things are going to get very clear as we go. And then once we get into the playoffs, it's going to be best of 3 until the championship, which will be a best of 5. So then we'll definitely know which teams are best, and those will be like a random map every one. So there you have it. That's the definite day 4 standings so far. at the bottom of the barrel. Now we'll get the top of the barrel. Oh yeah, this too. Alliance. Now we got the humans versus the villains. Humans of Diablo versus the villains of Warcraft. Here and Elvira. Both 2-1 teams. Certainly not at all looking to dip into the reserves. I would say most teams now aren't. Now I'm looking for teams that end up 1-6 or lower, or 1-5 or lower by the end of 6 games. Those will be the next reserve changes. Every 3 games we'll do it, and it'll be based on however many wins. We will watch though, because now Overwatch did get their first win with the reserve change. But again, I think if they only end up with that one, we'll consider reserve changes again, or maybe it'll be if in these past 3 days you don't get any wins, then reserve changes up, which means Overwatch would be okay now, Protoss would be okay, and it would just be the good and bad animals, well, which can't change. So it would be who has lost. Well, I guess the other losers were the only other losers were the Dominion. So if I guess maybe, I doubt it though, because with the 2 wins, see, we have to take both these things into account. So either going 1-6 or 2-9, whatever it ends up being, 1 win, 1 more win per 3 games. If you go that or lower, you may be up for reserve change, or if you lose 3 games in a row. Actually, I think the losing 3 games in a row thing will probably not be the case soon. I mean, we'll just go with the first stipulation. Anyway, I will be. I know I lied about. Well, I didn't lie. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to take one more break, but this, I think, will be the last break. Real quick here before we get into the final 3 matches. And oh yeah, let me, I guess, give you this again. Give you the teams too. Kind of check that out, see what's going on. I wish I could do them both at the same time for you, split them for you, so you can check out all the information we have currently. But you can do that yourself, I guess. If you just back up a little bit, I'll be like between 5 and 10 minutes probably. So yeah, BRB. The dog thinks that she gets something every time. Ooh, there you go. You're fat. Not really. She should be. Okay, it's almost actually warm out. We almost had springtime happen here, but it snowed last night. So it's kind of cold out. It's like over 40 degrees now, warming up, but what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock, yeah. Wow, already 10 o'clock. At least we're halfway through a 4-hour stream. This is, I mean, some of these matches might be a bit long, plus we took a few breaks. That's all right. You guys can flip through as you watch the VODs, as I'm sure everybody is doing. All right. We got, wait, who's first? Humans versus the villains. The Zebo. Humans of Diablo. Sonia. Paula. Johanna. And Tarzan. Against the villains of Warcraft. Arthas. Stitches. Ragnaros. Anubarak. And Kel'Thuzad. They technically had a lineup change between the inaugural tournament and the beginning of the season because I somehow completely skipped Anubarak when I was making the teams. And so Mal'Ganis was in, now he's a reserve. Anubarak took his spot. I don't know how I missed him. I love Anubarak. He's one of my favorites. I think he used to be my maybe top 5 or 7, maybe 8, top 10 for sure. There's a lot of heroes, so top 10 is pretty good, right? I'd say that counts as a favorite. Although favorites, technically in heroes, there's only 8 favorite slots, so he might make my favorite list. I'm not positive. I'd have to check on that. It's been a really long time since I played like all the heroes. Let's check out some of these skins. Karzim, that's a pretty cool Karzim skin. Not a bad Nazebo skin, but that's pretty, pretty generic kind of one. Sonya's is relatively generic, but it's Viking Sonya, so that's cool. Joanna has a pretty cool. Actually, that's like her newest skin, isn't it? Nice. Vala's is decent. Actually, Vala's is pretty cool too. Does she have the mask on? Turn around. Like ancient Anubarak or something like that, probably. Arthas is pretty cool. I like old school Arthas. Stitches, as always, rocking an awesome skin. Got pool party Stitches and nice talking about pool parties. Wait a sec. Yeah. Window things down here. Yes, alright. Big fight happening mid. Stitches getting low. Anubarak getting low. He gets pulled out by Stitches. Both of them escape. Tarzan drops. Vala drops really low. No deaths though. Oh boy, Sonya's left alone. Stitches and Arthas. And Ragnaros. Take that first blood. Does Ragnaros have a skin? Yeah, that's cool. Kel'Thuzad rocking a pretty awesome skin. Ragnaros is the only one we haven't seen. Ragnaros again, just a pretty normal skin. It's not exactly a generic one, but it's like the next one from generic. Tarzan in some trouble against Stitches and Anubarak. He's going to be able to escape. Again, a team without heals, but they have a lot of self-sustain. They had more with Mal'Ganis rather than Anubarak, but they're still really good. tons of lockdown, Stitches, Anubrak, Arthas. That's annoying. and their damage is ranged, so that's useful. Their tank is all melee, obviously. But this human Diablo team, I feel like they should have done better in the tournament than they did. They did have to play the Horde, which is where they lost. Actually, they may have lost in the semifinals, so they made it as far as you could without making it to the finals, right? Losing to the championship team. And they're 2-1 right now. I can't remember. Who did they lose to? They lost to the Demons, who are 3-0 in their division, which is the surprise because the Demons are much like this Villains team, who are, well, they're 2-1, so they lost to the Horde. They lost to the Horde, of course. So yeah, this should actually be quite the matchup here. Very telling match for both teams. Can the very well-rounded team comp of Diablo humans match up against the sheer force and lockdown of the Warcraft villains? Right now, Arthas dueling Johanna and Vala, but Vala had just shown up and she's doing a ton of damage. And Nazebo coming in now, almost picking up the kill. Karzim's holding top by himself until Stitches and Nubrak show up. Sonya's running after Ragnaros. That's going to be, yes, the villains securing one of the shrines, making sure the dragon does not go to the humans of Diablo just yet. Mecha Enforcer Johanna coming in here, trying to help out the Karzim against Stitches and Nubrak. It's going to be a long fight, probably. Ooh, that will not, though. All the damage bottom lane here. Kel'Thuzad takes out Vala. Advantage, villains. But Sonya's mid. Johanna and Karzim lose top, so right now the villains victorious on the top and bottom. Can they send somebody? Ragnaros has been roaming this whole time, I believe, so he might be able to secure this. Sonya needs to get on the shrine. There you go. Just in time, Ragnaros not going to get on there. Sonya at least got it halfway, so it won't be red shrine. And they do, along with Karzim, she gets it the entire way. Nice pull to Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad rag damage may be too much if they can get away, but they don't. They do a horrible job at getting away and then come back in to take a little more damage. That really went in the favor of Sonya Karzim here, as Vala and Johanna make the rest of the villains back off of top. And right now, Nazebo may have just seen his moment. Wow. And just enough time as Arthas pushes Sonya and Karzim off, but too late. Nazebo's taken the Dragon Knight and the humans. It's the first one. 4 strong, they actually have a bit of a push here. Can they get the whole way to the fort? I think they can get to the fort. Could they get the fort as well? Ragnaros, health dipping low. All the health of the villains pretty low. Kel'Thuzad coming in from the side. Vala picks up Ragnaros. There will be no Ragnaros siege. Counter siege. Nazebo picks up the Arthas kill, trying to get away through the jungle. A horrible idea. Nazebo Dragon Knight, that is, picks up the kill. He's looking for a couple more as he smacks away Kel'Thuzad. Maybe not who was that? Stitches, that was the right choice. Can't pick up the Kel'Thuzad kill. Not quite. He'll just back off. Sonya backed. Nazebo gonna go push top. Good idea. There's, I guess, not a bad push mid for the first Dragon Knight. I think that's basically what we've seen so far from the Dragon Knight matches here today. Everything basically, as always, again, slowing down. Cruiser camps taken. I left my coffee somewhere. 1 second. All right. Sorry. It's funny. Dog Sydney is spending a lot more time in the room here with me while I do this. I think it's because there's a banana sitting here and she's now expecting some peanut butter like every morning for some reason. Because she's such a creature of habit. And I think she thinks that she gets something once or twice and then it's like, okay, now it's all the time now. I expect it. She's a brat. A new brat. Ooh. Ragnarok's now staying way too long. Go, run, sir. Run when you don't have any friends with you. Yel'Thuzad, stopping this bruiser camp here. Nubrak, or Arthas and Stitches taking on Johanna and Nazebo. That could go either way now as Nazebo escapes the clutches of the two. It can get dangerous when you're in those tight spots when you're up against them like that. Especially for Nazebo Ball, they want to definitely not be in the faces of these guys for those reasons. Oh man, speaking of lockdown, we didn't mention Kel'Thuzad's. Dragon Knight Shrines up again. Vala has to back. Kel'Thuzad does not. Everybody on the villains squad is very healthy right now. Arthur's going to have to fight Johanna and Nazebo. This is not going to go well for him. It's a really nice ult from Nazebo. Holy cow, he didn't use any other abilities there. Arthas is almost gone. He's dead. Kel'Thuzad's going to take loads of damage now. What a fight by the humans. Charism has bottom, no problem. Sonya making her way mid. Stitches can't fight that, especially with Vala and Johanna both coming in now. Oh no. Luckily, they got it quick. Nazebo didn't have any more help up there. Sonya Dragon Knight. Nice damage on Ragnaros. Johanna's with her. Not going to get any extra. Vala left. Vala's pushing bot. Nazebo's pushing top. That's pretty good. You need to get that Dragon Knight. Luckily, it's out of tower range right now. Got pulled a couple of the villain squad for a moment, but now they're back in here. Too little, too late. Stitches goes down. A new Barak. Close. Ragnaros here now. Sonya is going to lose most of the rest of this health. Only going to get half of the fort. So really, that was kind of a W for the villains, I'd say. I mean, after the Dragon Knight, after the fact of the Dragon Knight. See a crazy dragon thing come flying down here. I have no idea what that was. At all. Sonya's here now. Nazebo, another amazing ult on that Arthas. He's probably like getting really upset about that. If he wasn't a bot. Kel'Thuzad has to back. Ragnaros, about half health. He's going to have to try to hold this fort by himself. I think it's going to go down. Except Johanna leaves. Karzim. Don't know what to do now. He's like, hey, Zero, take that. Yeah, yes, thank you. Go here. Oh, Ragnaros is here too, though. Very timely. Has like 1 health left on that tower. Diablo humans are just like, okay, we'll just get some siege camps and stuff. Vala's gonna go push top. She's gonna chase a Nubrak. Is she gonna chase, or is she gonna? Ooh, gets the Q off on him. A hungering arrow, or whatever it's called. Hungering strike. Hunger strike. Temple the dog, man. Oh, nice pull, but not gonna really. I mean, it was probably annoying for Nazeebo, whoever it was that got pulled. I'm gonna go pretty low, back to back. Nazeebo as well. A little sketched out, but he had tap. And he's still not coming back though. He's going bottom instead. Fight. They just stop fighting.
Earn his power and
So,
destroy your enemies.
shrines come up, humans disengage. Villains again probably have the health. Oh, not really. Karzim back, he was really the only one in trouble. Shrines are up already. Karzim is trying to grab it now. It was deterred for just a second. The minions are gonna. They got two of them there, so that'll work out. Wow. Sonya beating a Nubrak, and Johanna and Nazeebo beating Stitches Ragnaros in another very easy Dragon Knight. And that's number 3 out of 3 for the humans, but they just now took that fort. So they haven't utilized it all that well. Already half here. May take out the gate. Might get the gate. Wow, not even gonna get the gate down, but they did get this wall, so there is entry to the base, but not the ideal entry. But look at this push. Sonya's just doing her thing. Karzim's pushed this wave in. Not gonna quite get that fort. Stitches 8-ball. Need a bit of a comeback here. 16 talents out for the humans. The villains haven't really done a whole lot. They seem like they may have a chance. They didn't have the worst push when it just comes to laning, but the Dragon Knight's kind of changing things around. 4-4 in kills. Very even. They're really, I mean, they're down 2 forts, but the forts could be could catch back up very quickly, I would say. Whoa. You figure out the order that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 put are for these guys. It doesn't go left to right, unfortunately. Or else I'd be able to check on people quickly. Karzim falls. No help, way too deep. There were some allies nearby, sort of, but not really. Not once you zoom in like this, you realize they weren't actually that close. I love these spectator controls. Just the zoom is really nice. That's actually all there is. The zoom and the HUD, those things. That's all you need. I know, wild banana soup, don't worry. Nubrak escapes. Kel'Thuzad takes that ball, maybe turning things in the favor of the villains here. Sonya may be able to take out Rag and Kel'Thuzad. No, she's gonna back. It's gonna go to the villains. But Arthas also has to go, and so Nazeebo Johanna should be able to hold against Stitches here. Nubrak shows up. Uh-oh. Karzim showed up bottom though, so that goes to the humans. Sonya's mid. Ow. So Johanna is probably gonna struggle here. Or everyone backs off. No, a Nubrak. Nope, a Nubrak. What are you doing? Take it, take it. You gotta take it or you lose it. Wow. Wow. So bad. Karzim, Dragon Knight. Humans. Number 4. They gotta probably take this down. The way it's been going, they may not get to fort, but look at Arthas. Taking siege to the fort here. That'll be nice. Nazeebo is gonna have to do that. Ragnaros is gonna, well, use this fort instead of the other, but Dragon Knight not even getting to the gate yet. Dragon Knight not getting to the gate yet. This team of tanks is just saying no. Wow. Anubrak, the magic tank, taking like no damage from this Dragon Knight. Spends so much time there that Stitches and Kel'Thuzad roam down from bottom, or from top to mid, and wow, a completely useless Dragon Knight. That was a definite W for the villains. A really strong showing. Wow. It's gonna be hard to get through that, especially when they hit 20. Vala survives. Kel'Thuzad's gonna be the way through. You have to take out the Kel'Thuzad first when you get into 5v5s. And the Rag, but look at that health bar. For an assassin, that's not bad at all. Nubrak is actually about the same, huh? Kel'Thuzad does drop low in this 2v2 that was happening here. Chases up the humans, will claim the victory in that little skirmish, probably. Stitch is now trapped by Nazeebo. He's going to go down fast. Hey, that was Arthas. That's what that is. Okay. Hard to tell, whatever, with that skin. Vala gonna put down the damage on a Nubrak. That's what you want, since he's a tank. But I think he's tankier, maybe more useful against. Oh my gosh! Not that he's not useful against physical damage, but I think he may be more useful against spell damage. Karzim now alone because of that nice Anubrak ult before he escaped. Vala already falling for that chase. Karzim ults himself. He's going to be able to get out and get down to Nazeebo, who's making his way down to the Bruiser camp until, yeah, he's still going to the Bruiser camp with Sonya. So they do have 3 here. Karzim's just going to be like, okay, I'm going to hang out with you guys now. Should be easy ult or easy shrine bottom for them. Johanna's going to take out Kel'Thuzad. No big deal, dude. And she's going to secure top. There's nobody around to take that from her. 20s on both sides already. Oh, a while ago. Nazeebo's not going to be able to fend off the Ragnaros or Anubrak, not without Karzim there. But Sonya now, Karzim has gone and told Sonya about the bottom shrine, and so she's here now. Nazeebo had it back, but that's okay. They got it. They're going to meet Rag in the bushes, so he won't go straight bottom for the shrine, and that will be a Dragon Knight again for the humans. And Kel'Thuzad's still down, but he wasn't really, I mean, I guess he was kind of involved in the last Dragon Knight kill, but it was mostly just these tanks doing these tanky things. But there's only one there in Arthas, and he's just bopped away. Johanna now dealing with the others. This was the other thing, is the Dragon Knight had no other help, so the villains were able to take it down pretty easily, just right out here without taking anything. So now, though, that's a bit different. No, not bad. Now most of the humans going bottom, push with the remaining Bruiser camp that Ragnaros ult just took out. Dragon Knight still half health, so any Dragon Knight definitely going to take that fourth. I was going to say going to take that fourth town. I thought somebody on the human team would help. They didn't. She got it anyway herself, and now might even take out Kel'Thuzad because she's a beast. Ragnaros gonna siege up again. It's not really the place you want to fight under. So he's getting taken. He's going down pretty quick. Sonya thrown into the Anubrak thing. Cocoon. She's just going to go straight at it. Now she's got Nazeebo to help her out. Actually, Nazeebo was bottom lane dealing with Stitches. She has Karzim, Vala now here. Johanna dropped really low because Sonya's gone. Zebo in mid now. Johanna has a huge shield, but she has no health. Just enough to survive. Ball in the Zebo here now. Sonya was top. Nice push up there. Nice push bottom. This is a pretty handy victory, I would say, for the Diablo humans over the Warcraft villains, both 2 and 1, right? But showing where they should be in the rankings. Showing a little more clearly where they should be in the rankings. I think even with 16 games, we're going to get a decent idea of where everyone should be. But if we turn 16 to 32, or 18, I mean, to 36, that'll be just like doing an experiment. Just twice the experiments, I suppose. Bruiser camp coming up for the humans. Already got the siege. Got the bottom siege too. Bottom Bruiser camp, actually, that's probably coming up soon. Right now, yeah. So probably not too worried about that since the shrines are up currently. Bala gonna just snag that. Stitches doesn't even want to try. Looks like they're gonna get it for free. Completely free Dragon Knight for the win, I think, too. I think it's over. Pretty sure it's over. Are they even going to get to mid before he gets there? He's just going to go walk straight to the core. Wall is going to attack Arthas. Arthas, no. Arthas isn't going to... Nope, see it. Arthas gone now. Oh, Stitches is there. The only thing stopping the Dragon Knight is any heroes. Other than that, they will walk straight through mid to the core. 2 down. Arthas and Kel'Thuzad both fall. We got a 3v2 currently still, as Bala and Sonya push out the other lanes still. Ragnaros siege is up. Dragon Knight still have health. Nazebo. Nearing a third. Shield down for the core. Dragon Knight still with a decent bit of health. Core down to a half. Dragon Knight down to a quarter. I think this is game. Yes, sir. Give it to those Diablo humans. The Zebo is going to do a victory lap in place with Dragon Knight. Yes. Wow. The Zebo, again, it's not surprising, but I think the Zebo has to be the one. Sonya again comes close, but 6-2 over 1-5 and no deaths over 1. The only stat that he doesn't win out in is probably takedowns because Johanna does. Yeah, Nazebo, for sure. Well played, humans. Better luck next time, villains of Warcraft. But hey, they're still just 2 and 2. They're fine. They're fine. Still early. Don't really have to worry until like after day 6. Then if you're not doing well after day 6, then I'd start to worry about it because that's a third of the way through. So, all right, yeah, we're making our way through. It's going. Villains remaining in the middle. We'll drop 2 and 2, and the humans going to also remain in the middle. But if the demons lose, then they will be tied in overall, but the demons did beat the humans in our very first game on day 1. So the demons will, of course, remain in the top spot. But hey, doesn't hurt to have the same record, because as long as you beat them in overall record, that is something. The other stuff won't come into play unless they're tied in that regard, which is, you know, quite easily will happen with only 18 games. With it'll be a little different when we move to 36 though. Yeah, here we go. So we again can do this. The Zerg has moved to, wait, what am I doing here? Zerg didn't play it. That's right. Okay. So we gotta wait for that. Guess we gotta wait for both. Well, we don't have to wait to do that. But we do have to wait to see where the Zerg ends up. In fact, say that the Alliance, well, no, never mind. Zerg, yeah. Zerg and Dominion, definitely here. Zerg could still be under the Dominion. Right? No, that's right. No, can't. But that's right, Zerg and humans. So the humans can definitely be above the Zerg. But the Zerg may remain above the humans if they can win as well. Yeah, we definitely have to wait on that. But next we have Night Elves versus Zerg. The last two matches, these are going to determine a lot on the, obviously it's going to determine everything on the top. Night Elves. Malfurion, Tyrande, Illidan, Sylvanas, Maiev, undefeated, versus the 2-1 Zerg, Kerrigan, Abathur, Zagara, Dahaka, Stukov. Well, let's also remember the Night Elves lost their first match. They got the bye. They lost their first match against the humans of Diablo in this inaugural tournament. The Zerg lost in the quarterfinal as well, but they won round one. They only had to play the Bad Animals, and then they lost against the Dominion, which was that matchup. Or no, they beat the Dominion, that's right. They lost against the Alliance. It's still really hard to say what's up with the Alliance. Now here's something to, I guess, to pay attention to. The Alliance made it to the finals because they beat Overwatch and the Good Animals, and then the Zerg. So how good is the Zerg, who beat the Bad Animals, and then the Dominion? Maybe this was a fluke. This was a close match. Zerg came back at the very end and won. Then they lost against the Alliance. Who knows? The Zerg maybe they are 2-1 right now though. They proved that they can. They beat Overwatch themselves. They lost to the Dominion in that rematch, and then they beat the Protoss. So I don't know. Zerg might be a little iffy here. Night Elves might have an easy one on their hands. Who knows? Maybe the Night Elves aren't really as good as they seem. Anyway, let's find out. Enough talking about it. Dragonshire. Night Elves first. Malfurion. Tyrande. Illidan. Sylvanas. And Maiev. Against the Zerg. Kerrigan. Abathur. Zagara. Dahaka. And Stukov. Alright. Here we go. Game 5 of 6. Day 4. As we wrap up with perhaps the most important matchups. Okay. Tron looking like Sylvanas, kinda. Might have pretty cool skin on Maya there.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds.
Illidan looks pretty cool.
4,
Malfurion,
2,
very colorful. Sylvanas, very pink.
fight
I
well.
think she used that skin at one other point. Stukov, kind of normal, kind of cool. One of those, because he usually looks like that, kind of. Again, sometimes hard to tell unless you know exactly the skin you're looking at. Pretty cool Abathur there. And a very cool Zagara, very cool Tahaka. Here for the first blood. Illidan, Dragon Illidan in the tower with the Abathur symbiote on his head as well. Stukov survives. So already, small advantage for the Zerg over the Night Elves. Malfurion goes down, Tehran follows. Oh man. Kerrigan. Was she involved in that at all? She was certainly involved in that. Oh my goodness, she just destroyed Sylvanas.
Take control of the shrines.
What a start for the Zerg. First shrine coming up, siege camp gotten by the Zerg.
Capture
The only camp coming out.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken.
Maiev and Dahaka now going to come to contest. Tehran and Stukov, respectively, for their teams going to come down because of 2v2. Oh man, Dahaka just let them get that though. Illidan and Malfurion top. Sylvanas was going to go get the thing, but can't get it now. Stukov and Dahaka end up winning that fight, which I expected would happen. Oh man, Maiev doing decent damage. Kerrigan takes out Malfurion in top lane, and that may go to red, and Dahaka takes out Tehran, both healers down now. One in top, one in bottom, they both fall. And that is the Zergs. Nope. They're gonna be able to fight Zagara off. Sylvanas, Zagara, two pushers, and they, oh, just enough. Oh my goodness, just enough. She was on there a split second long enough to turn that to neutral. That's crazy. Stukov secures it. Dahaka leaves, but can Kerrigan channel? She's not even channeling it. Oh man, it's gonna change hands again. Back to the Night Elves. And Maiev, Dahaka. Can Maiev do it? Zagara is here. I don't think she's got enough. Dahaka is gonna stay. Malfurion shows up, makes this 2v2. But I don't know. No, one of them leaves. Tehran dies. Stukov going to take bottom, secure that for the Zerg, and Malfurion, though, now with Sylvanas, fights off. Sorry about that. Fights off. Dahaka in the top lane. Zagara is here now, again, to try this push v push fight, but Malfurion's here to help Sylvanas. And man, that's a lot of damage. Zagara goes down. Illidan going to take the open bottom shrine. Sylvanas secures top still. Stukov and Dahaka don't know what to do. They're too indecisive. Tehran is going to now take the dragon shrine, and she'll get that in time. Night Elves. Hey, what's going on? Pretty successful push so far here. More so than others. Just one enemy in for the Tehran Dragon Knight to pop away. Stukov almost dying, going through the fire into the Sylvanas. Sylvanas Goes in way too early, and wow, that's exactly what I'm doing, yes. Yeah, this is one of a few games that it's possible to do this in. It's a pretty good one to do it into. Civ 6, Age of Empires 2, WWE 2K22, Heroes of the Storm, Maiev, wow, Cigar and Stukov going down. Decent push relative to the other games so far for the first Dragon Knight. And it looks like the Night Elves are probably gonna have an easy go at this. Thank you, appreciate it. I have pushed this pretty good now. They're getting their siege camp. Night Elves, that is. They're wandering. They probably need to wait a little bit longer. They've mostly had comeback wins, if anything, so probably need to beef themselves up a little bit. You are in a tournament. In fact, you're watching an entire season of AI Heroes of the Storm. This is day 4 of 18 regular season matchups. Tehran going to take that bottom camp. And yeah, Night Elves handling this. Lose the 10 advantage soon, I believe. Sylvanas might take this forward. Nope. She might die for it, though. Yep. As the rest of her team hangs out down here by the enemy siege camp. Gets it, though. With your replay games. Oh man, big fight for the bottom shrine. It looks like nope, Dahaka's going to show up and make sure Maiev can't get that back by herself. Stukov takes out Malfurion. Advantage Zerg. Tehran goes down. No more heals. Do you play a lot of ranked or what? Zerg might be able to get this. Should be able to get this. Alright. Alright. A little bit of comeback here. Even things out maybe. Illidan gonna push bottom and Sylvanas gonna push hard top. She might be able to get that. She is Sylvanas. Tehran and Malfurion back here alone then to try to get the Dragon Knight. Got the Abathur monstrosity thing, whatever it's called. That fort went down quick. This is one of the best pushes we've seen with the Dragon Knights so far in any of the matches. Only one left in this one. Oh, nice. I played a few quick matches because I just came back recently too. I have some Is It Worth It free to play. The streams are probably gone, but I have them on YouTube as well. All the VODs. Zagara falls. Kerrigan and Stukov still pushing this lane. That was a really nice push with the Dragon Knight though. Dahaka gonna ward off Maiev from that bottom lane for now. I'm gonna take both those towers out. That Illidan push top lane has been pretty successful. Actually, he was bottom. It was Sylvanas up there. He rotated it up at some point. You play on EU. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not too sure that that's something that anybody but you would be too interested in. I wouldn't say that a ton of people are interested in this, but I don't think it's something anyone else is doing. Sylvana's gonna wreck Kerrigan almost. She'll get away.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
Malfurion Tron combo as always.
Hero slain.
Wow, that damage though.
Hero slain.
Man, my F falls to, I don't know, somewhere.
There must
Oh,
always
probably
be a Dragon Knight. But will it
Abathur
be?
guy.
The flame
Oh, would be. I am trying to grow a channel, of course, so at some point I would like to have multiple people playing together live. Actual people. I mean, the sim pool gaming actually does stand for, well,
slain.
the meaning behind it is the simulated AI tournaments because there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of games you can do this with. I just happened to be in the mood for some Blizzard games. Got back into Heroes, and then was like, oh yeah, you can do this. You can do the AI tournaments with Heroes. So here we are. My Ev is not going to go for that kill.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Hero slain.
Really good push still by,
Red team has
is a good push by the Night Elves, but I don't think Tron can fend off the Dragon Knight. Maybe she can. It's going to be pretty close. Illidan's here now. Just enough damage. Illidan might, or Stukov might die. He will certainly die. The Haka coming in a little late. I'm not going to be able to do much of anything. Tron Kerrigan fighting. Assassin versus assassin.
Hero slain.
Tron gonna get out of there. Maybe. That's a horrible place to try to back. What are you doing?
Is under attack.
Kerrigan's probably gonna get that kill. Furion holding things off with Sylvanas against Cigar here in mid. Illidan to Haka. Illidan running for his life. The Haka not scared of anybody anymore. About, I guess, just about half a level advantage right now. The part of the Zerg, but this is a surprising match. Kind of surprising. I'm still not. It's hard to say where the Zerg, or I guess really the Night Elves at this point, are going to end up in the final rankings. But 3-0 Night Elves maybe taking their first loss here.
It won't be long before the shrines are ready for the taking. Blue team's core is under attack.
Siege camp coming out for the Night Elves. Siege camp coming out for the Zerg as well. I have not tried the ARAM yet, but I loved ARAM in League, so I do want to try that out
Both shrines.
on stream at some point, probably.
The knight's power is yours.
Sylvanas snags the bottom shrine. Dahaka is going to get the top shrine quite easily. Kerrigan can definitely, I would say, probably kill Sylvanas. She's dealing with the siege instead. Everybody else rotating up and take on Dahaka. Well, no, they all turn except for Tehran, thinking that she can probably take it by herself, I guess. The Malfurion comes to help. Kerrigan up here now. Illidan.
Core is taking damage.
Illidan just gonna push out the wave. That's all he needs to do, though. Sylvanas gonna duel the Stukov. That's gonna. It was going in her favor. She backed off. Well, I don't really do a whole lot of voice commentary on anything. I actually have two other more important channels. This is kind of a screw around channel, and I mostly do, if anything, it's just like whatever other games you can do full AI on, which isn't League, and it's the I was thinking about maybe doing some Civilization 6 last night, or at least getting something set up off stream to maybe do. I also really like doing Age of Empires too because it's pretty fast paced. So maybe one of those. The first thing I was doing on the channel was WWE 2K22 because you can like download any type of character, a bunch of fantasy characters and stuff, and you can have like real season modes that things actually kind of progress on their own. You can set up the matches and AI does their thing, but then things save over time. People get better, people get worse. It's pretty cool. Speaking of better and worse, though, I don't know if the Night Elves will hold off. Yeah, this push. This is probably the last push. Well, I have one more real channel that I've had for a while that I'm working on. It's called Nerds Templar. It's well, they're all Catholic channels because I'm a Catholic, and also the only reason to hold up. This is it, I think. Yes, that's going to be it for the Zerg. But yeah, I'll just start off my stipulation as always. It's Nerds Templar isn't really explicitly Catholic, although the name does kind of imply it. But what its goal is to bring into conversation faith and culture, or most of the time just to critique culture because our culture is falling apart at the seams, or already has fallen apart at the seams. It's already there. I should also stipulate this by saying I'm technically a philosopher and theologian. I have a degree. I was going to go into master's and doctoral studies, but since academia is just wrought with garbage, it's not worth being in any kind of education system right now, especially higher education. So I'm not there, and I do my own studying and even teaching on the side in my small community here. So Nerds Templar is basically, yeah, it's kind of also a screw around channel, but a little more substantial than this one. And it's basically just to show people that the meaningless culture is because it's a godless culture, because God is the only thing that can bring true meaning to anything. God is in fact what makes meaning. Like if God doesn't exist, then there is no meaning at all in life, except what you can pretend to make for yourself, which is nothing. You can't make your own meaning. You can only make some false idea that's going to be empty in the end. So God is the only way. God has to exist, and that's only one reason. The other reason being that there has to be some cause of all existence, because things can't impart existence on themselves or sustain themselves in existence currently. There's no reason for the universe to be, yet it does exist. So existence existed before everything. What we call God is just existence itself. Not just, but that's the basic version of God. Catholicism is just the fullness of God's revelation to humans as well. So that's a whole nother argument, but either way, that's why I have that channel. The more substantial channel on that same note, which is just getting started, is called Academia Christi, and that channel is more specifically targeted to teaching philosophy, teaching theology, teaching some religious things, and then also, as an offshoot of that, there's a part called Viri Christi, which right now is just me showing some gardening stuff. because I started gardening slash indoor and I'm going to move outdoors. It's just early spring right now and it just snowed again, so that sucks. But I've been cataloging my gardening adventure, and that's Beard Christie's sort of along with that and some other outdoor things I'll be doing once it gets a little warmer out. Uh, it's and other things that kind of fall under what I would call like manly virtues. It's sort of my, I guess, my way of trying to bring true Catholic masculinity back to at least the mainstream Catholic culture. So that's part of that too. Oh, bad versus good animals. Well, that's actually probably going to happen soon. In fact, yeah, let me bring this up here. So the bad and the good animals are actually the two worst, the ones who haven't won yet. In fact, I was talking earlier that if for next season this is 18 games, if I can get another, if I can find another team somehow, make another one up that fits, then I would maybe even combine the animals teams because they're not faring so well. But I would need another one, which is possible maybe. These aren't all the characters. I don't have the non-affiliated ones. Don't fall under any of these. And there's 3 of those, so they're kind of close. Like the Diablo Angels are kind of close to having their own team. But we do actually only have 1 match left for today, as my voice starts to die. Zerg with an upset. There, though, you can finally see the standings if you just tuned in recently. The Night Elves retain their top spot, but Lions has a chance to maybe catch up. They did lose, though, so they're really a couple games behind. And the Zerg certainly proving that it deserves this top spot in their division. Here we go. And the Night Elves. Villains lost, right? Villains to the humans of Diablo. That was a rout, kind of, I believe. If I remember correctly from 2 matches ago. All right, but that would be then the Zerg. That would be the Zerg moving the entire way past the Night Elves. They'd also move past these 2. So Dominion, Villains, Zerg. No, Dominion's already up, so it's the humans, that's right. Humans who beat the Villains, who are now the same, so it's Villains, humans. Villains, humans. Night Elves drop the whole way to here. Well, I guess that's not dropping too far now. And then the Zerg, proving themselves. I didn't check for the MVP there, but something tells me it was probably Abathur. But finally, our 2 final 3-0 teams. Someone's got to lose. Only going to have 1 undefeated team left. There can only be 1 team that ends up going undefeated the whole way, potentially. Same with defeated, since everyone plays each other at least once. So again, for anybody, including anybody who's just tuned in, these are the 2 conferences here. One conference, the Warcraft, the other conference, the non-Warcraft. Within the Warcraft conference, we got the protagonists, we got the antagonists. In the non-Warcraft, we got the StarCraft division and the non-StarCraft division. So they'll play each other 3 times. Within conferences, we'll play, these guys will play these guys twice, and then these dudes over here will play all these guys once. That's how that goes. And that'll end up 18 games. And then playoffs for 6 teams, maybe. or 8, maybe, no buys. Probably 8 with no buys. And then those will be best of 3 until best of 5 for the last one. But finally, here, for the last match, because it's almost like it's 11 now. It's time for today's in fact, the day for the weekly garden vlog, weekly walk around. So I gotta go do that. But we have, who's first? Horde. Dragonshire. Gazlo, who I don't know that much about Warcraft. I had to look most of this up. I don't know if he quite belongs in the Horde specifically or not. I could almost make an unaffiliated Warcraft team, which would be good because then I could combine the animals of Warcraft and then still have 6 Warcraft teams for the whole Warcraft conference, and it wouldn't mess that up too much. Next is Gazlo Rhaegar. Raw. Rexar. And Gul'dan. They have a ton of reserves, but reserves are really only coming out for the teams that aren't winning. I had a couple reserves today, and although they're playing the other 0 and 3 teams, the ones that had reserves to switch in were the teams that won. Were the non-Animals Warcraft teams, Overwatch and Protoss. This is the team I keep forgetting. Oh, the Demons, right? Or Demons, yeah. The only team left. Diablo, the obvious leader of the Diablo Demons. Asmodin, Butcher, Leoric, and Malthael. All right. Last game, here we go. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot on Nerds Templar recently, although it's the oldest of the 3. Well, the good and the bad animals are of Warcraft. And ETC isn't something that actually exists, apparently, from my research. It's like it's actually just a band name, and then they made him into an actual playable character in Heroes. I'm like, what? So he's not really a thing in Warcraft. He's just a band name. I was surprised. Abathur is some kind of. He's actually like an alien because he's StarCraft. He's a Zerg. And a very important part of the Zerg team, I would say. Probably the MVP most of the time. Just because the AI plays him well enough. He's in Rexar skin. He's in Gazlo skin. Right? Thrall matches Rexar, kind of. Got a hot head. Cool Rhaegar skin. And a really cool Gul'dan skin. Got some good ones. Oh, we got a Cavaliers Asmodin. And he is going to die. Nope. He'll live. Fail. Malthael Butcher. It's Gazlo Rhaegar. They'll keep fighting this. Malthael is under the tower. Doesn't have a whole lot of health. Neither does Rhaegar, though. Diablo can't throw him out. Diablo is going to survive. Wow. Brawl and Butcher fighting a little bit up there.
Take control of the shrines.
Yeah, I might end up doing some more things on Nerds Templar. Academia Christi isn't any. There's no gaming on there, of course. That doesn't need to. That's what Nerds Templar was for. But that's more of a family-oriented channel. Although I could play some Heroes of the Storm on there, possibly, and some Hearthstone, which are the two games I was playing. But I also played some Diablo Immortal on this channel, which I wouldn't play on Nerds Templar.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this
The Butcher died. First blood up here. Courtesy of Thrall and Gul'dan, I'm sure. Quick shrine grab by Thrall. They're not going to stay for it though. Give it back. Give it to the demons. Malthael and Leoric, both up there now. Gonna take that. Diablo Asmodin fighting Gazlo down here pretty successfully, so they will probably take this too. Gazlo goes down. Asmodin gonna secure that. Two of the demons up here. Thrall's not going to survive. Malthaels are rotating down to try to get the dragon. This would be a huge upset. The Horde has not lost a match yet, even in the inaugural tournament. They're completely undefeated, so we'll see. We'll see if the demons are the ones. It'd be super surprising. I mean, this team comp is just all tank. I know they hang on with just the piece, and then the AI just turns around like, man, we don't want that kill. It's not that important. Ooh. Rexar, not making a good decision top lane. Pretty slow first dragon, I would say here. Gazlo and Asmo going at it again. Gul'dan here, so that I would say it goes in the favor of the Horde, but Asmodin backs off. Leoric here. Wow, not bad. Malthael and the Butcher taking out Rhaegar in this 2v3.5, and Rexar low payback. And Butcher's still here, but that's probably going to stay Horde Shrine. Has been in no contention for his at the bottom. Diablo just waiting. Butcher has to back. They don't need to really hurry for that, I guess. Has been in and Gul'dan now they might have to hurry because Gul'dan probably so far the captain, the MVP of all the games so far put together. I think he's probably been MVP 2 or 3 times in the Horde's games. He's gonna take that bottom shrine. Rhaegar, wait for an ally. Go for it. Oh, somebody. They're gonna get it. Diablo messing around on here. They're gonna get it just in time. Wow. Well, the Horde takes the advantage, but the demons are definitely not out of it yet, especially as they tank up. It's just hard to imagine the Horde losing. They haven't done that yet. Malthael's gonna... Nope. Rhaegar wants it. Dragon Knights go straight through mid. Unless there's a hero in the way, then that's the main focus. Well, they at least get the whole wall down. A little bit of damage on the board, not bad. 3.5 strong here against 4, but Diablo's leaving. Rhaegar is down. They should probably all back off. Misha falls. Gul'dan is in some trouble. Got some big guys chasing him. Yep. Well, that didn't end too great for them. We're all just chilling bottom lane. Rexar barely surviving. Butcher just standing under tower and dying. Nice. That's some pretty elite AI play. Yeah, he tends to do that a lot sometimes, actually. Just goes no deaths, probably none right now, yeah. In the, I think it was probably the same even in the tournament when they lost, but that was the only game they lost was, who was that to? Now we just looked and I can't remember. It might have been to the Horde.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The shrines will soon be active again.
Diablo very low. Got the tap though. Butcher going hard. Bad idea. Thrall was coming up. He didn't even need to be there. Now they're going hard for Diablo. Wow. The demons had numbers around if that fight actually broke out, which it is now. They don't have numbers now, closer to the Horde side, but you're not going to kill Diablo that easily. You might deter the demons enough from the shrines, though, while you're doing all that fighting. The Orc is definitely going to have to back. Malthael's not going to be able to do anything by himself. That looks like maybe another Horde. Yes, Rexar going to go for it. And get it. Well, that one was quick. The first one wasn't too quick, but 2 Dragon Knights pretty quickly in a row. Definitely getting that Horde. Had help, but they went chasing after the Diablo. Yeah, definitely taking that Fort. Might take a little bit of the wall. Gazlo, Thrall, Rhaegar stay here. And Gul'dan's going to have a great push going top by himself. There is siege pushing for the demon bottom, though. They're not losing completely out on this. Rexar, not sure what he's doing. Rexar. He's just going to wander around with the rest of that timer, I guess. Oh, maybe he's going to go clear this. That'd be smart. Malthael killed Gul'dan top lane the exact same time that Asmodin dunked Rexar out of the Dragon Knight. And wow, that push that Gul'dan was doing quickly countered, I would say. If they stayed here, they would be able to push that whole thing down, probably. They won't stay, though. Scary Rexar and Rhaegar there. Health bars starting to get pretty large on the side of the demons. Malthael going to try to 1v2 Rhaegar and Thrall here. Not going to work with no mana. Oh, here comes the Butcher. Diablo's right there too. That fight's probably not going to go in Thrall and Rhaegar's favor. Butcher has the damage. Probably to have taken both of them out. Oh, Gul'dan. With the help of Rexar. Taking out 2 and Diablo finally getting Thrall, at least. A 2 for a 1 over the whole map. Oh. Until Rexar falls as well. When those 2 fights become 1. And it continues, Gul'dan versus the Butcher. But Leoric's back up. Gul'dan, yeah. Intelligently backs away. Rhaegar, slowly getting camped. Could definitely use Gul'dan's help there. Two of the 3 big tanks in mid. I guess there's only 2 tanks, actually. But can count Butcher too, I guess. depending on the team. These guys are not tanky at all. If there's going to be any downfall to the Horde, it would be their untankiness, but they haven't lost yet, so. Oh, Bodan. That's not the place you want to be. Not against Butcher and Asmo. Definitely not against Butcher. The shrine, these shrine areas, yeah, they definitely favor the demon team. Until, except for Gazlo. Gazlo can throw a bunch of turrets in there. Leoric, okay, now he's going to go down. They always wait till they have teammates around to do anything. Maybe that's the way to play. It's the smart thing to do. Rhaegar has to back, but so does Asmodin. Thrall probably shouldn't let that go. They save it, maybe just in time. And the Horde has like no pressure bottom now. Gazlo is gonna come try to apply some, but he has to wait till Rhaegar gets here. Zap. This could maybe not go too badly. Gul'dan's here now. Thrall and Rexar are gonna probably be able to handle that if, yeah, Rexar gonna get out safe. Able to keep Misha in there. They do have both shrines right now. Gazlo's there. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Gul'dan survives. Everyone survives except for Malthael. Malthael. Oh, and Thrall. I guess there's two deaths up here. All of the Horde backed off. Diablo not going to take the shrine. Too scared to. Now he might after that death. Apparently that was enough to trigger him to act. And that's 2 shrines now, both shrines for the demons. Can they get somebody in mid though? No, of course the Horde isn't going to defend that, and Asmodin can walk right in there. Wow, they're all, ooh, except everybody left to come mid. Just in time. At least one of them were taken. Or I was going to say he's going in by himself, but no, Asmodin is following. Following from behind, and these 2 back off very quickly. Ooh, Malthael takes out Thrall. Wow. Wow. Misha falls. Rexar is not going to be able to do anything now. Except die. Gul'dan's here now. I don't think he can fight the Butcher, except if he does that, maybe he can. That's why Gul'dan always wins. Melee AI against him, they don't seem to fare very well. Any of them. They get scared off. They could probably do enough damage to keep it off fort, I would say. Gul'dan didn't stay. Gul'dan is now coming back. If he's there, they can definitely do enough damage. They'll even keep 1 tower. Wow, nice. Gazlo! Wow. Well, they lost the guy's bottom. They may even lose that tower just from the regular push, though. It could have been worse. Whoa. Oh, just got a little bit worse. It got a lot worse. Diablo is going to tank that tower for a few minutes. Some decent damage from Thrall there. Should not chase too far. Keep chasing. I don't know. Could have maybe had that. Malthael slow push in the top lane. Thrall gonna come answer. Ooh, catches, roots him just outside of tower range. Lucky for Malthael. Butcher Leoric pushing hard in the bottom. Horde not quite sure where they want to defend right now. Or successfully defending everywhere. Butcher has to back. Leoric also maybe backing Diablo by himself against Gazlo. I don't hate Gazlo's odds here, but the tower's right behind, right on his back. Well, not anymore. Asmodin in there now. Gazlo, once he figures that out, yes, will run. He's still there for some reason with half health. Rhaegar leading the charge with half health here. Nice damage on Malthael. Gul'dan. as always. Rexar pushing nicely in the top. It's real. I always thought, this push of the Horde is really good. They got the Gazlo, they got the Rexar who can do anything basically by himself unless they don't get far behind. Right now, they should be able to get 20, yes, just in time. It's really hard to go in lane against these guys. Asmo just dunks Misha. Rexar is staying for some reason. Oh, Butcher took out Gazlo. But yeah, as long as they don't fall behind, you basically leave Gul'dan, Thrall, and Rhaegar to do whatever they want when you have Gazlo and Rexar. Right now, things have not gone quite that way, and I think it comes down to having to team fight so much and wander around. That kind of does help the tanks because they can survive so long on these objectives. So a lot of it's gonna. I didn't really think about it, but a lot of things might come down to who plays who on what day, what map's gonna be. Because it's a random map, we'll play each one. There's 16 overall, so there is going to be multiple maps, 2 that we do twice. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think I can't really throw an ARAM in, that'd be strange. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Butcher's, at this point, Butcher's just going to shred everybody apart. Especially now, again, that there has to be so much roaming around to try to get both of these objectives on opposite sides of the map. So Butcher's just going to kill anybody he finds roaming through for either of them. This might be game right here, but yeah, so exactly. So on a different map, Horde may have destroyed the demons. But on a map like this with this objective, it looks like the demons are going to take it. It's like they will maybe... They all stay, they could probably take it right now. Nope, there goes the Butcher inside tower range. The Horde's not out of it completely. Close. But not quite yet. I mean, really, it's just as good as killing Diablo at that point. Other than you don't pop his passive. Gazlo trying to clear the bottom. The Orc pushes in, continues to push in mid for the demons. They're all wandering around, should do something probably. Comes up mid for the mid fight here. Rexar, Rhaegar, and Thrall. Diablo and the Orc. Oof, Rhaegar. They could win this if they focus on somebody. The Orc, I would say. But they're focusing both of them and they're still winning. Rexar, everybody leaves. Thrall, Rhaegar leaves, Rexar leaves. Thrall left on his own, but it's okay. Diablo's going to back again. Gul'dan still pushing nicely top, but it's really not going to be anything unless they get this Dragon Knight. They need the Dragon Knight. Or, I guess more specifically, they can't let the demons get the Dragon Knight. Oh boy. Ooh, man. This is a fight that may go for a while if Gul'dan can stay out of Diablo's range. No, this is a better idea for him coming down for this fight. And get numbers for sure down here for the Horde. Malthael going in real deep for the Rhaegar. Asmodin hits him with a dunk. Rhaegar's gonna fall. Maybe. Yep. Runs straight into the Butcher. You have heals, Rhaegar. Use them. And it looks like the demons are gonna get that shrine. They certainly have this well. Yeah. Not gonna be enough damage. 2v1 probably. Alright, they can just take it. Both Diablo and the Orc try to take the Dragon Knight at the same time and leave top shrine open. Butcher hanging up by himself on the bottom. Gul'dan doing some damage to Diablo. Not bad. These bots just don't know what to do with themselves. Thrall and Gul'dan, nice damage on Asmodin. They let the Dragon Knight come up though. It's over. Unless they are just going to fight the Dragon Knight right here, it's game. Actually, the Dragon Knight, whoever it is, the bots won't focus the core or anything else if there's heroes around them. So they're definitely, as long as they don't all die right now, then they can kill the Dragon Knight before it gets to core. Also helps to pull them into towers. Doing not terribly right now. Gazlowe is probably going to die. Well, luckily, Malthael got distracted with the bottom tower, so they will maybe survive just a tad longer. Might keep all the health. They will keep all the health. But they're pretty much going to need a miracle at this point. They need to get the next Dragon Knight. That might not even be enough. Probably isn't going to be enough. Dragon Knight goes down. Diablo's not there. Leoric is going to continue to push bottom. Butcher probably going to have to back off. Malthael's going to have to back off at this point. Save it for now. They won't save. They will save. No, there's still one siege. Close. But I don't think they're going to get a Dragon Knight. Not the way they've been going so far. Camps coming out, bunch of different camps, all except for the Horde's Bruisers. Bottom Bruiser coming up. Horde had it, surprisingly. Might get it again. Leoric. I don't think Leoric can fight that. Or maybe he can. It is always again, a question of not necessarily which hero would, in regular circumstances, be better than another hero in a 1v1, but which bot works better against which bot hero. We could also, I was thinking, there's the potential of doing 1v1s, 2v2s, and 3v3s and things in ARAM maps, I believe, as well, right? I think we can do that. I haven't actually checked if you can do non-5v5s. Wow, Gul'dan takes out Leoric. Not a huge kill, but it is something for a minute before while the shrines are up now. And they also have Malthael and Butcher down. So if there's any chance of them turning things around, it would be right now. Very quick Dragon Knight for them. Nobody up. Nobody up really. Gonna have a free go at this until the Butcher gets there. And blap him away, finish off the wall. Pick up any more kills, that would really help. Rhaegar and Gul'dan, Thrall here too. Now Asmodin should be gone. Leoric's there, but I don't know. Leoric seems not to be the best bot. A lot of people are not good at Leoric though too. At least, you know, low level people. Wow, Dragon Knight Rexar Dragonite the entire way on to the enemy's core. And there's a bit of health left on that guy. He doesn't have quite enough, but they did do more core damage. They can't let the demons do anything. Whoa. Don't do that. End of the match. They still have the push happening right now, except they just all died. Well, that might have been a throw. That might have just been a near comeback to throw, and we are having like connection problems. Okay, that's not nice. Stop it, heroes. Very end of the last match, most important one. While the upset is on, don't. Oh my goodness! Wow, another big death for the Horde. Big kill for the demons. They win if it was Dragon Shrine time. Gazlo is not gonna finish the camp. Oh man, this camp's gonna win it right here. Close. They almost came back, but they pretty much threw when they all stayed in the base and died to the core. But bots, you'll have that. They tend to do that. This is also a nice little experiment and way to show heroes where the AI is at. And I'm sure it's not something they really focus on that much. I do, however, in my spare time off stream, play a lot of AI against AI because it's very casual. Meet some cool guys playing, have a good time, play some quick matches, get some XP, level up some heroes, open some crates. Yep. Because really, any game, unless you're some kind of pro and you're actually going to make some kind of living out of it, every game is just, no matter how you play it, is just leisure. I mean, of course, you could play games that are bad and therefore harmful, but all other things being equal, a game is just leisure activity, no matter how it's used, really. I, for one, appreciate not dealing with all the salty, low-level people in quick match, and probably also in draft eventually when that happens. Demons are going to easily clean this up, as well as just destroying core with all of this. And that is probably game. Yeah, Gazlo's not even going to finish this off. He just runs. Which is why I would also count this basically the same thing. This is a form of my leisure. I spend a lot of time in school whenever I wasn't able to actively play games, watching AI play each other while I was doing schoolwork. And yeah, pretty good. A lot of AoE 2, a lot of Civ 6 because that's long. Europa Universalis because that's even longer. But wow, there you have it. Somebody had to lose their undefeated streak. Just so happens the Horde loses their very first game overall ever. Finally, someone takes them out, and it's the Demons of Diablo of all teams. So I guess, tough to say. I really wouldn't. I don't know. And surprisingly, Oric only died 3 times. Wait, want to go out, dog? I mean, they all played really well. It took every one of them to pull that off. Malthael clearly had the scores. Asmodin, unsurprisingly, had a bit more XP gain. Almost the same structure damage. Butcher, almost the same hero damage. I'm tempted to give it to the Butcher. That's a ton of takedowns. Even though he had 5 deaths, that's kind of one thing holding him back, and the fact that Malthael has some really good stat lines. He did the damage, but he didn't really get the takedowns. Oddly enough, it would either have to be the Butcher or Malthael. They both died 5 times though, so I'm gonna have to give it to the Butcher, even though he doesn't look like he did better than Malthael. I think we all know that they won because of the Butcher. All right, yeah, that will do it then. That was match number 6. I would say a pretty great day 4. Oh, we already have Blizzard open. Get out of here. No. Probably just ruined everything, but it's okay. Demons taking it over the Horde, surprising. Wow. I mean, again, they were 3-0, but it's hard to believe anyone beats the Horde. Who did they? Yeah, see, they did beat the Demons. What was it? What was I playing here? I think I just did Tomb of the Spider Queen for all this, or not Tomb of the Spider Queen, the cursed, whatever it is, the normal, the first one you play, the normal map, whatever it's called, with the curse. We played all, that's the map we played for the whole tournament, and for that one, the Horde, I think, had no problem against the Demons. I don't know, but there you have it. The Demons will take the top spot now. Two more inner division matches to follow, though. We'll see what happens. You never know. Could be the villains beating the demons next time, tomorrow. I don't know what the matches will be exactly. We'll figure that out right now. Horde falls. Demons take the top spot. Wait a second. You thought you were going to get away, didn't you, Horde? All right. Day 4 standings. A bit of changes. A few changes. Definitely some surprises. Night Elves losing. Day 5. It will start pretty much. I guess it doesn't really matter who if the same teams play. Like the Horde's been like the last match every time. That's okay because they're at the top. You're gonna go from not necessarily least meaningful to most meaningful, but lowest to highest standings matchups as much as we can, at least, because it really only worked out in day 4. Now we're gonna have to switch it up a bit. We'll start with the good and the bad animals. The good animals went first, so we'll do the bad animals first, and they're playing in this division. So we'll put the bad animals versus the humans. And good animals versus good animals fought Protoss just now, so good animals versus Dominion. Oh my. Good animals versus Dominion. And then so I guess I was supposed to move back to here. And we'll do, yeah, who would be what? Overwatch versus villains. Yeah. Except we'll do villains versus Overwatch. And then Protoss versus Alliance. Alliance versus Protoss. And finally, the top-ish, just halfway. Just happens that it works out that way, I guess. No, it doesn't. We have to change those, I think. Make sure we get the next three-way all flipped around two-way, right? And last would be, yeah, because then we would have them playing the same one because they just flipped. So we need to make sure they all flip. So villains playing instead of Overwatch. Where's the other one? Demons. Villains versus demons. Yeah. Okay, so it is going to be that matchup. We're going to move that down to here, which means the other matchup in there is the Horde and Human. No, Horde and Overwatch. Oof. Horde might have a chance to, sorry for the noise there, take out some of their anger on Overwatch here, or they'll just continue their downfall, and Overwatch will be victorious again and prove everybody wrong about both the Horde and Overwatch, maybe. At least prove me wrong. And then finally, the last one would be Night Elves, and they are against the Zerg and Night Elves. Oh, right, because we didn't change this one, that's right. Or this one, yeah. Alliance versus, doesn't really matter which one we do first. So Alliance versus, what's the last one? Dominion. No. Protoss. And then Night Elves. Second versus. No, I still have, this is the Zerg. This one has to be Zerg here. Villains, Protoss. Dominion, good animals in Dominion. What am I messing up here? Oh, that's okay. It's because this is the one that was weirdly done the last time. So they are a little goofy. It ends up being Night Elves and Dominion. Has to be. We'll do good animals. Who's at the bottom? Protoss. That's who they fought. So they have to have Dominion. That's fine. It just means that whoever the Night Elves played has to be different. Not Dominion. So they have to play. Wait a second. This is where we messed it up. So Alliance plays Zerg. There we go. And Protoss versus Night Elves. They might have a chance to blow off some steam too then. And I guess the Horde really doesn't matter a whole lot. But we'll try to get them over. Horde is second, or third. Yeah, we'll just do that then. All four of those games will be decent. Probably they'll all be decent, I'm sure. All right, that will be for tomorrow. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out. And see you all tomorrow around 8 a.m. Eastern, probably. And we will go through day 5. Yeah. All right. So anyway, have a good one. Definitely check me out on Nurse Templar, Academia Christi. I'll be having definitely the garden vlog coming out today, and maybe even the other video that I was going to put out yesterday, but I didn't finish up. It'll either come out today or tomorrow, which will be finally the first video that's not just a garden vlog. That's all I've done basically so far, which is not at all the main point of the channel, but it was the one that I actually had to start doing. The other ones I was able to put off for a while, but I'm not putting them off any longer. Got one of them ready to go. Gonna edit that up after I do the garden vlog for today, and we'll see whenever that comes up at some point. Anyway, that's it for now. Peace.